Everybody, I gotta title this. I didn't have a chance to title it because it works weird in YouTube. I gotta say, this is the last. So I'm in YouTube Studio right now. Hold on a second, okay? And then I gotta put in the chats. Yeah. There we go. Okay, no comments yet. Give me time to set this up. What the hell, man? Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be titled Last Live Stream from Doomy Dooms, man. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is on, okay? Hello, kind sir. Amen. Adam, amen. Okay, so it is working. So why? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I didn't have a chance to title this. So I'm going to title this now Last Live Stream. Last live stream from dumaguete. Okay, because that's the truth. It's almost time for the dippiest of dips, man. How is the lighting here? Is this okay? Or do you want to be facing? You want to be facing the world here? Let me see. Maybe I sit over here. Oh, this is horrible. It shows all of my rinky rinks, man. Wait, let me get a sip of the good stuff here. Maybe I sit that way and you can see the ocean. Hold on. God, I look 300 years old here. Okay, let me sit here. Well, now I look blacker than. Oh, it's not too bad. No, you can't even see anything behind me anyway. Ah, brother, I don't know. Guam, very good. Black Hawk. Top of the morning to you. Hey, man, top of the morning to you. Let me see. Where should I be sitting? Because here's the Accione, right? Okay. Oh, actually, it's getting better. But the problem is I'm blocked myself. Yeah, this is the Philly Willy, man. Oh, here. Where are you going? Dipolog. It is a city about 4-hour ferry ride away. And it's kind of similar to dumaguete, except it's just kind of different. It's more, rustic. It's more old-fashioned. It's buildings are a bit older. There's less available, but there's just a certain charm there in the Dipolog. I've been there 3 times. Bit washed out. Yeah, I know. Ideally, it wouldn't be washed out. Lighting was better before you moved. Well, I moved already 3 times. Here, let me move back here. Okay, I'll move here then. I think this is the one you were talking about. Let me get a swimmy whiv here. 6:30 a.m. in Cambodia. Oh, you're 1 hour difference. Okay. Whereabouts in Cambo are you? Good morning, Scotty. Gamma. Good morning, sir. I predicted that you'll encounter a bunch of high quality babaroonies in the Dipolog. Okay. I'll take your prediction. Hey, all I can do is try my best, right? But hey, maybe I'll find that one and then just spend the rest of my life with that one hot babaroonie. Let's see. Good morning, Scotty. Jim from Cocoa, Florida. Good to see you, man. Any commenters? I think I missed some. Are you going back to dumaguete? Yeah. Well, the thing is, look, I wake up every single morning and I'm thinking, I kind of like it here. I just kind of got my daily routine. Everything kind of works here. Maybe I'll just stay in the doomy dooms, man. But the problem is in the morning, it's when you're laziest. Like when you just wake up in the morning, you don't want to move because that's hard, right? But later on, you wake up and you realize, I'm doing the same freaking thing every day. Maybe it's time to get a new environment around me. Ooh. The good stuff here at Bose. And the Dipolog has a Bose too. I'm going to be live streaming from there. But I'll be popping out daily vids, I hope. Much better now, Scotty, on the cam. Okay, good. You look microwaved. No, man. I haven't been in the sun much because I had a sunburn and now it's all gone. I'm back to being white boy again. I'll be there in January. The search continues. Search for what? Search for the babes? Search for the perfect place to live? Scotty just landed in the Philippines. I'm having breakfast after a good night with my babe Rooney. Oh, cool, man. I feel the God speaking to me. You're in Cebu right now. Let's see, Scotty boy, the great man. Good morning, man. Top of the morning to you, Sean. Wonder where you are. Because you said good morning, so that must mean you're in Southeast Asia somewhere. Good evening from Houston. Hey, what time is it there in Houston, if you don't mind me asking? Bit of both. I ate bad. Okay. Bad. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I think I know what you're saying there, man. Scotty, dumaguete is overrated anyway. The Polag would be welcome change of scenery. That's exactly how I feel. As far as overrated goes, I mean, it's just kind of a comfortable place to live, you know, but at the same time, I don't know. Look, if you ever come to Duma, man, live in Bacong. I love it there. Bacong or Valencia. And, that one's good too, but that's a bit far out. If you don't mind a 30-minute trip into Dumaguete, I mean, hey, gotta get my posy pose, man. Almost time to go to Manila. For who? For you? Oh, shit, man. It's like almost 12 hours difference. Okay, cool. Alberta. Ooh, okay. Oregon. Oh, that's actually a good time. Really? The great state of Oregon. Last time I went there, I was a little kid. Do you ever see yourself going back home? Well, let's put it this way. I should go back home to visit my parents, but I don't even do that. I thought I'd go back for Christmas, but now I'm saying next Christmas. Back home, are you a PHP bro? I've never heard that term before. PHP bro. Yeah. Well, I'm going to travel a bit to cross some things off my list, but I'll probably end up here in either here or Cambodia. Duma misses the well, it rained a bit. Yeah, it missed the typhoon though. It was raining hard though. Tampa, Florida, but operate on world time. Cool. Tampa, Florida. Okay. Yeah. Scott always has good manners. Very Canadian. Matt, honored to have you here. Oregon is oh shit, is it? Oh damn, okay. It was when I went there, as I said, as a kid, there was trees everywhere. The air smelled good, right near the ocean, really peaceful. 4:35 in Vancouver PM, I'm assuming. Oh, Adam, are you in Vancouver? Good slick back hairstyle. Yep. Actually put some gel in the old hair today. Oops. When I was there, I went to the heart to get part of the Casero Falls out of the Valencia. Very nice shop. Yeah, Valencia is top notch, man. Probably best place in the world to live, but it's not perfect, Hey, David. Good morning. Oh, David Whites. I know where you are. How are things at Dumaguete? Yeah, things are very good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Dumaguete. That's why I like it here. It's kind of peaceful, But if I was going to stay here, I'd be moving to Bacong. But I just don't like the area I live. But if I move, I got to sign another 6 months. I don't want to do that. Oh, who's this? Oh, Nufi in the Philippines from Bukidnon. Hey, man. Super chat. Hey, man. Mr. Guy. Hey, that's a pretty good name. Never thought about that. How much for a cook maid 4 or 5 times a week? Oh, you could probably give her 500 pesos a day, right? So that would be 2,000 pesos a week, right? But are you talking about like add-ons, if you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I'll tell you one thing I need is a cleaner. Like the problem is I've lived in my place 5 months. You know how many times I've actually cleaned my apartment? Like none, right? I could really use a cleaner, but I would give her 1,000 pesos every month. So come in once a month, I'll give you 1,000 pesos just so it's cheaper for me. It's half price. And Zoom clean up the whole place like brand new, and then come back next month. My problem is I just don't know how to freaking clean. Like I'm walking around. What should I clean first? I don't know. I'm just not a cleaner. But 4 or 5 times a week to cook? Why don't you just go to a restaurant, man? Putting out the content must be making up for lost revenue. Well, let me put it this way, man. I came here and I was going to be working on some other things, okay? But things didn't work out really as planned regarding those other projects. Um, and so, you live and you learn, right? Sorry, I want to keep down at the bottom here. Oh, we're in Laos. Okay, this was my next door neighbor. We're in Laos, traveled to Thailand, but back in Bukidnon, maybe November. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, he's got a pretty girlfriend. Hey, man, I've been entertained. Hey, Matt Smith, man, appreciate it. Very kind of you. May I cheers to the great Matt Smith because you basically bought this coffee, man. I'll get one more coffee too. Let me see. 6,000. Is that USD? Yeah. That's like 300,000. I mean, let's put it this way: a doctor makes about 60,000. You'd be making about 300,000. So basically, you could live in any apartment you want in any city, and you could go to any restaurants, and you could pretty much do whatever you wanted to do. I have to extend my family. Extend my visa. Extend my visa, and I'm thinking. Miss the scooter troubles? Yeah, me too. I keep thinking about it. It would be starting next week. Yeah, basically just one more week here in Duma. The rest is over. Good morning. Hey, man. Good to see you. Somebody kept staring at me there. Let's go. It's prime time, Scotty boy. Hey, stop flip a lot, man. I could really use a. It's been a while since I had a beer. I didn't check if they have Wi-Fi there at the Henry. When you in Manila, cutie? The Great Shay. I'll be meeting the Great Shay, although I haven't ever talked to her in my life. But hopefully, I'll be meeting the Great Shay there in Manila when I get there. My little Bergie Berg, man. This sucker sucks. Okay, I won't get a Bergman again, but I'm going to be driving this little sucker all the way to Manila. And the reason is, from Manila, I'm going to be flying out. I'll be out of the country for maybe 1 year. So it's not worth buying a bike, selling this, buying another one, waiting the OR crap, and then getting all the way up, riding it up to Manila, and then turning around, selling it, and then getting another one because I'm going to sell this before I go to Manila. Bunch of hot baby-roonies coming in. Oh my God, look who it is. The great PM4, my new best friend. I just met him yesterday here at the Bozy Pose, man. Ah, damn, these hot baby-roonies aren't coming in. Well, 3 cuties and some gay-looking guy. I like the song on the Scooter Troubles. Do some, yeah, me too, man, me too. Yeah, what? I always forget it. Wait, let me, hold on. I'll get to this super duper chat here, man. I just reorganized all of my thing. Wait. This one, right? Sorry, I can't turn down the volume because I spilled some beer on this MacBook a while ago, and everything is back to normal except the volume keys just don't work. And I brought it in to the guy to fix it. He couldn't get them to work. They won't work, but everything works except the up and down volume key. Hey, who's this? 40 something. INR. You're always welcome in India. Oh, Indian rupees. Dave's stories. Are you an Indian? Good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Scotty, early today. Wink. Yep. Well, I had a good sleep. I slept early. Sleeping pretty good lately. You know, magnesium is really a miracle supplement for an insomniac. I would recommend to anyone who can't sleep, take magnesium. 400 milligrams of magnesium and a melatonin pill. And I'm going to be looking at one more, just pull a trifecta. Hold on. Did I check ChatGPT? What are some good supplements for sleeping? Let's see. Did Spaghetti have any anti-corruption for last week? Yeah, but, pretty tame. Just nighttime, people holding signs. Flood control projects, billions embezzled. Yeah, but I mean, that's just, welcome to the Philippines. I mean, that's just how things work here. It's like everyone knows it. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty bad. I mean, you're flaunting your wealth while people are living underwater. That's pretty bad. I mean, there's the typical corruption that goes on, but they aren't endangering people's lives. I'll be in Cebu 5th. What hotel do you recommend near IT Park? Well, I know a cheap one, but maybe a lot of guys, the Metro Park Hotel. But a lot of guys would want to go like nicer. The one I usually stay at is not near IT Park. It's more closer to Ayala. Sorry, I want to keep down at the bottom, guys. One sec. Sorry, guys. Your face looks so red. No, it's just the lighting. Be careful of sunburn. Wear a brim hat. I cannot do the brim tat. I'm just not a brim tat kind of guy. You're near the equator with white skin. That is true, and it's not good. But I'm doing the best I can. Magnesium. Oh, I hate this question because I haven't learned all the magnesiums yet. Oh, you're telling me they're the best. Okay. Citrate cheaper. Okay. Yeah. But one thing I wonder is, like, they say you're allowed 400 milligrams of magnesium, right? But does that mean I'm allowed 400 bisalate and 400 glycinate, or is 400 total? Let's see. As a sunburned white guy, me, have you noticed any issues since the Russian guy got himself arrested? You mean fatality there in Manila? Like people getting more cautious of you? No, not at all. But I haven't really been vlogging lately. But looking at the other guys like pro-life, nobody cares. Everyone just waves to the camera. It's the Philippines, man. Are you folding fire independent retire early movement? I don't know what folding means. Am I folding that? Let's see. I finally got alive a Bodhi boy. I apologize if this is already incorrect, but have you seen the peanut girl from Baby May's recent video? Yes, she's up the road there, 1 block. Seems that she might be in your wheelhouse. Well, I'd love to vlog and then walk by her and then say hello. That would be good, I think. But there's a lot of cute peanut girls here. You don't have to go with that one. I've seen one's cuter than her. Best sleeping medicine is Tanduay, Tuba, and Red Horse. It's good sleeping medicine, and it's good if you got like shot in the leg in the Civil War. You have this one. But the problem is you wake up with a headache in the morning. Let's see, what it be, Scotty boy? Nothing much, Mano. Nothing much. Just it's the last live stream in dumaguete. That's the main dealio, man. Volume press F. Well, this is a Mac, so I don't have the. Do I have the F keys? Volume up, press F key. Volume down. Oh, I forgot. I set something up here in the settings, so now I can use volume at the top here. I can't show it on here. But yeah, I got a MacBook Air. And I got a Mac, no, not a Mac, an Apple phone. But then I regretted it because I thought this was going to be like my phone for vlogging because I got this when I was visiting home. I come back here, I never used it once. Spent all that money for nothing. That's how many milligrams of melatonin? 3. And what's weird is 3 works better than 10. You know what I'm saying? What's the, yeah. Because ChatGPT said to use different amounts. And then I used 3 because the pills were 3 milligrams. So I took 1 pill and it worked better than when I was taking the 5. And then I used to take 2 of the 5s. It didn't work any better. Yeah, look forward to the prologue, man. Melatonin long-term has some drawbacks. Yep. But, you know, I mean, really, the best cure for insomnia is like doing cardio all day. But who the hell wants to do cardio all day? I was running at night to help me, and it worked. And then one day, it just didn't work anymore. No, I'm just going to stick to melatonin, magnesium, because it's just a great sleep. It's a deep sleep. And even if I wake up to take a whizzy whiz, I go back to sleep again. And I wake up, you know, it's a 7-hour sleep or so. Sorry. Let me see. Can you tell us what your average cost per month is when you're traveling and when you're staying in one place? It's about double. So when I am traveling, I spend about 100,000 pesos. Okay. That's why, like, people, Tim K said to me, he said, why do you upload every day? People can't keep up. It's like, no, dude, I got to pay my expenses as I'm traveling, right? That's the whole reason why. That's 100% the reason why. If I uploaded every other day, I'd be making half the pesos, and I'd have a hard time, you know, paying the hotels and the food and whatever has to be paid for it. And then, yeah, it's about 50,000 if I settle down in one place, but I'm a simple guy living by myself. I eat out, I get my coffee out, but it's cheap. I'm not spending 1,000 pesos on a meal, you know? Sorry, this restream, man, it's hard to, on a month-to-month and a half trip, how long is the best amount of time to stay in one place? Well, let's put it this way. Let's say you're going to be here for 5 years. Okay. So how many different cities do you want to live in that 5 years? Okay. So then you just do the math. So 6 months in each city, you'll live in 10 different cities. So if you can just find 10 different cities you want to live in, and you plan to be here for 5 years, and then it's good to stay for 6 months in each city. But Airbnb is the best bet if you want to do the 1 month. Hey, music guy, bye Scotty. Are you saying adios? Back in the day, the Mindanao girls seemed a lot more interested in us than the Manila City cute girls. Well, yeah, but you know, when I was here in the late 90s, the Manila girls were more interested than the girls in Mindanao are today. But in Mindanao, because I've been all around Luzon, I didn't get much attention from the bibs, okay? But Mindanao, if you find the right place, and I'll be going through Mindanao, so I'll be showing you on video. Because I'm interested in that too. You know, it's kind of like I don't use cocaine. You know, my cocaine is when the babes like Scotty Boy, but that's a typical thing like someone with low self-esteem would say. But it's okay to have low self-esteem. Did you see the new Russian vlogger in Phuket? Yes. Yeah. These didn't he learn from these other guys? You don't do the nonsense streaming crap. Nobody likes it. Nobody respects it. Your days are going to be numbered. No good comes of it. You might as well just do good things. You can live in Cambodia on 1,000 a month with your coffees, beers, eating out at a room in any. Yep. Yeah, well, my buddy's there now in Siem Reap, and he's spending about 1,000, and he's by himself. He's, you know, he doesn't cook. You know, he's spending about 1,000. Yeah, same here. You know, same here in Duma. Being a girl is a lesbian. Yes, I know that. I just didn't want to say because you know they got the definition. Not that there's anything wrong with being a les. I mean, who doesn't like a good lens every now and then? Oh, I'm at the bottom. Okay, guys, sorry if I skipped some. I'm so terrified of. Last time I was doing a live stream, it so quickly went down. And so I just want to be relevant. Like if I'm saying something, I want to hear what people have to say about it. Let's speed up, dude. You look so handsome. Hey, Shay, that would be an honor. I'd be honored to meet the great Shay. Shay, do you mind being on cam, or are you like a shy kind of girl? Hey, there's two kinds of girls, right? Those who don't mind the cam and those who, not a live stream, like actual, like spending the day with the great Shay. Spending the afternoon with the great Shay. Well, she's a busy woman, you know, I don't want to take up all of her time. Shay, I just got one question, if you don't mind, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want, but whereabouts in Manila are you? Because Manila's like a country. Some of these YouTubers are definitely gonna flame out. I know who you're talking about. The greats. Oh, you know, pro-life, you know, he's putting his wife for the first time. He knows how to change things up, you know, but he's gonna run out of cards eventually. Scotty boy. Hey, PM, where are you at the moment? Because PM, this guy here, PME boy, he's in Duma. He's around here. The great PM and I, we sat down at that table yesterday and had a coffee. Actually, I brought my computer yesterday. I was planning to do a live stream yesterday. So I was planning to talk to him for 10 minutes and do a live stream, but we ended up talking for 2 hours and I didn't feel like doing a live stream. Scotty, new travels. Where did you find the biggest coconuts in the PH? That's a hell of a good question. I would say Leyte. But I'm not saying every girl had massive bahungas, but actually that's a good thing. I should make a video on that as I'm traveling around. Hey, I have found the place, but people are going to say I'm disrespecting the Philly Willy. Hey, man, Super Chat, do you think 50,000 will last 50 months with startup cost? Oh, man, you're making me do math, man. So that's 1,000 a day. Oh, well, the startup costs, let's see. The short answer to your question is yes, it would last 50 months. I mean, all I can say is I could make it last 50 months. But then you got to look at it this way, right? The 50 months is up, and then it's like the cocaine shot is finished, and you're going to go home depressed. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sorry, I see the one above. Wait, what about the lipstick vlogger and Jom? I know Jom, but who's the lipstick vlogger? You mean Bombshell? True, false. Most Filipinos say Mindoro is too dangerous. Mindanao, yes, true. Do you feel like your life is in danger when you're walking on the streets? No, not at all. No, like I went all the way to the dangerous part, the Zamboanga. It was completely fine. I hear people say like I wouldn't ride there. I'd fly in and stick to the city. But I mean, if it's me, I wouldn't want to live there because the thing is, I just don't know, right? Maybe if you live there, word's going to get around and the bad guy's going to come knock on your door, right? But as far as visiting, yeah, I was there for a few days. No problem at all. No problem at all. I would say, yeah. Was there a strange vibe there? I'd say there was a different vibe there, not strange. Hey, what is your best moment in the PH? Oh, man, that's a hell of a good question. Dave, best moment in the PH. Well, you know, I met some Baby-Brunis, and so we had a good time. But as far as like wholesome mementos, let me see. I would think that when I was on the east coast of Mindanao, I'm riding down the highway, and the whole thing is right on the ocean, right? And I got more hellos there, like just driving through these small villages, small little towns, right? That these towns with like 50 houses in it, right? They're highway towns, and I got more hellos there than anywhere else, and that was pretty wholesome, you know. You know, when there's a group of people and they're all waving at you because they see you come in, and then you wave back at them, and yeah, you know. What I should do is stop and talk to them. You can literally eat breakfast for under 50 cents, get 3 pieces of... Yeah. If you're okay, like bread and a coffee in the morning, you could have that. for like $1, okay? Not Bose coffee, right? But you get a coffee, you get bread, $1. You're having breakfast for $1, man. Hey, Dave. Dave. You know, I talked to a guy. He was not a subscriber, but he saw my videos, and he said there was something about he unsubscribed because I said Babe Runis, right? And I said, "Oh, you don't like Babe Runis, right?" He says, "No, I don't like that shit." I'm like, just calm down, man. Like some people really hate it, but you know, it's like if you or anyone else started a YouTube channel, like the first thing you got to realize is that what I realized, you know, 99.999, they're not going to know you, they're not going to like you, but it's that 0.0001 of people. That's all you need, and then you can make a living from YouTube. Where am I? You were talking about Manila. Have you ever been to Baguio? Yep. North of Baguio, no, but I've been to downtown city center of Baguio. You know where the SM Mall is, and then at that time I didn't have a scooter. So I just walked around the downtown city center. Yeah, I had a Babe Rooney at the time. That was before YouTube. Hey, man, Mick Tran. Do you eat breakfast or just coffee in the morning? Mark, just a coffee guy in the morning. Yeah, I don't feel hungry in the morning. And if I do, it goes away with breakfast. And then also, if I don't eat breakfast, lunch tastes so much better. Yeah, I don't want to overburden my body with all these foods, you know, and then, you know, then I got an inflated kidney and all that problems, you know, like less food is better. Favorite restaurant at dumaguete? God damn. Up in Valencia, there's a place called I forgot the freaking name. Reds something. It's next to Freaks Coffee. I forgot the name of it. Freaks Coffee, but that's my favorite. Really friendly staff, good service, and then good food and amazing prices. I can't believe they like a breakfast like that is only $270 and then $300 if you leave a tip. And you got eggs and bacon and all that stuff. I was thinking Leyte before you said it. My wife was from Leyte and she had good coconuts. Maybe fat now after popping out 3 babies. Start too skinny, then we'll fill out good. Are you still married? I didn't know, Gemma. You've been here for a long time. I just assumed you were a single dude. I didn't know you were married. Okay, and 3 kids. Wow. Oh damn, I missed a bunch here. Fortunately, some folks just don't have a sense of humor. That is true. Some people, they're just very serious. You know what I'm saying? They're just serious, and everything's got to be this way. And if it's outside of this, you know, box, it's strange and it's weird, and I don't understand, and I don't want anything to do with it. But your budget is $1,000 and not much. Kind of brokey, sir. Well, a budget doesn't mean that's all the money I have. Just let's put it this way. I don't find happiness in going to a nice, restaurant. Okay, my happiness comes from here. I don't find happiness buying an expensive T-shirt. Okay, because there's expensive T-shirts, right? I don't need that expensive T-shirt. My happiness comes from right here. But I'd say most people in the world, or a lot of people, their happiness, they got to buy that, and that makes them happy, and that makes them excited, and that makes them feel good instead of just feeling good from here. Still no T-shirt. Well, yeah, there was a guy who I was going to do this with. He was a foreigner with a Filipino wife, and they were going to take care of all the merch stuff, and they were just going to give me 50% of whatever came in. And I said, okay, you want to deal with it? They're going to design the shirts and take care of all that stuff anyway, right? So, no problem for me, right? But then they got a divorce, and nothing came of it. So, Sketty boy, hey man, I love Babe Rooney's. It's solid gold. You the man. It'd make a good T-shirt. It's like if you had that T-shirt, someone would know. Oh, you know that YouTuber guy. Oh, I missed one here. Sorry. Mindanao is very safe and so much to see. What's your opinion, mate? Yeah, because people, they even go to like the most dangerous area, which is the Morari, and they're fine. But then you got that guy. I mean, look at Eastman. Okay, he was in the very worst parts of Mindanao, and he lived there, and he did all these bad things, and it still took him 1 year to get caught. So imagine that. So serious. My wife ran away with my best friend, and I. That's a good one. Lots of love from Canada. A cool smash. Good to see you. Yep. Good old metaphysics. Is your ID required to register your phone in the Philippines? Well, yeah. You need, well, just like you can have they'll ask for like, take a picture of your phone of your passport. Is there any good way around it? I don't like Filipinos having my number on WhatsApp. You could, what you could do if you have an outdated passport, maybe you could use that. But that advice didn't come from Scotty Boy. But the thing is, they don't check. Okay? They don't freaking check. You can just put in a spaghetti sauce for every field, and it'll still go through. What is a mate? What is a mate? I think it's what Australians say for friend. Hey, mate. How you doing, mate? Wait, I'm going to sneeze. You notice what I do there? I sneeze into my shirt. I wish everyone did that because it's so disgusting. I mean, achoo! Like, dude, this fucking hand isn't doing shit. Sneeze into your shirt, okay? Because other people don't want your germs. Hey, mom, my mom is loved me like her own children. No in-law problems. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, that's a good fan, man. Yeah, it's good when you can actually love your in-laws. They respect you, you respect them, you have a good relationship. I'm a minimalist today. I fired up the Jeep Tundra, the Ranger, the Zero, the tractor, and after this, well, minimalism has different meanings to different people. Last try. How do I get in contact with you? Heading to Duma tomorrow. And at Duma tomorrow, I want to see if you were open to meeting up. I don't usually meet up because there's, Jason, you're probably a good guy, but there's just a bunch of wingnuts out there. Like I've had my life threatened. So I don't know if this guy trying to meet up with me is that guy who emailed me saying he's going to report me to the NBI. He's going to, meet me with a gun. I don't know who these people are. So meeting an anonymous person, it's a bit cautious for me. But, the people that I do know, it's like we happen to meet up, like I'm on the boulevard, he's on the boulevard, and he says, oh, you're the YouTuber guy. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of meetups I usually do. Yeah. I mean, 99% of people more than 99 are really fantastic people, and you're probably a good person too. But there's just, there's only downside, like if I'm meeting someone, it could be that 0.1% of guy who's threatening my life. I thought about posting the emails that I get from people. Like, you wouldn't believe the emails I get from people. Where am I? You love from heart, not going to pay the bills. Sorry, sir. No, but there's, you're connecting needing a lot of money to paying the electric bill, but it's not like that. The sad news is she eventually found her way back home. Well, at least she gets some that night. Well, that was a whole different story. That was a long story. I thought about making a video. Well, I'm probably not going to now because it was a long time ago, but of the whole trolling thing and what happened behind the scenes, and like the bottom line is this: if you fuck around with people are gonna fuck around with you, right? So why don't you just live a peaceful life? Why don't you just have a cup of coffee in the morning and enjoy your day? Some YouTubers found out the hard way that you shouldn't fuck around with people. Good video to make. What crap am I receiving? Yeah. But then it sort of, inflates their ego. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Trust me, I've thought about it. Chrissy boy. Let me see what he says. You have to bump into Scotty in person to meet up. Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. He's not going down as a martyr for the cause of living. Yeah. There's a lot to say. Yeah. It's just kind of see, the problem is if someone has to meet up, right, people think I'm rude if I don't want to meet up. But see, it's not only that. It's like, but in the past, I would always say yes to people, and then half the time I would either not show up or have to cancel last second, right? Yeah, it's just, yeah. What did Shay say? Scotty, I think you will look good bald. Do it and get a hat like me. Well, if you mean all skin or just shaved hair? I thought about just having shaved hair because I always don't know what to do with my hair. But see, you can see my hair is getting thinner. Can you see it here? My hair is getting thinner. On top of that, it used to be down here. Like I saw pictures when I was young and like I had a small forehead. So it is going the wrong way. It's part of being a, what do you call it? Part of having testosterone in your blood system. Sorry, but I'm just saying the truth. Your viewers should know. It's not like others say, yep. Well, let's put it this way. Some people like the bones and they like spending the bones. And then there's other people who, like, even if I was a millionaire, I still wouldn't get a car. I just don't find happiness from buying things. And I don't want to go down that trap. But some people, they're happy, but, they still need a nice car. A lot of people are like that. My YouTube feed is all, why expats leave PHP? Are they big love from occupied England? Occupied England, cool, man. I think I saw some demonstrations there. You meet up with Maya, she's a scrub. Well, yeah, some people think she's a scrub and some people got a big crush on her. I would date Maya if she would have me, but she doesn't want Scotty boy. Materialistic is a disease. I don't know. Yeah. Because the thing is, I buy a MacBook, and a MacBook is more than another laptop, but the MacBook makes me happy, right? But I'm just kind of comfortable with the MacBook. So if a woman wants a purse, okay, a handbag, and another handbag, and another handbag, this makes her happy. It could just be her comforts, but I can't relate with that. But maybe she's no more guilty than I am for wanting a MacBook. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can only give our opinion. Okay. You meet up with Maya. There was one up here. You need a pro-life travel haircut. I will pass on a pro-life travel haircut. Is his shaved? I forgot his haircut.
859.
I'm almost married such a pain in the ass. I almost married a South Korean girl. Very lucky. How did you manage to escape without getting married? They are gorgeous women. Well, number one, I was moving every year to a different city. I did that on purpose because I wanted to check out some different cities. And sometimes I'm in a small town, sometimes I'm in a big city. But I'd be on Tinder, whatever, and I'd be meeting some girl. But we'd bang a few times, and then not talk anymore. So it just didn't happen. I mean, to marry a girl, you have to have some strong connection with her. Oh, wait a minute up here. Good morning from La Pata Antique. Is that a city in Philly Willy? Back to Angeles, mate. Yeah, I look forward. I miss Angeles. My favorite bar is there. And yeah, but I think I can just do maximum 2 months there. The last time I was there for 2 months, and after the first month, I was still enjoying it. And after the second month, I was sick of it. But I think if I did live there again full time, I'd be in the general area, but I wouldn't be right there nearby Walking Street. Respect your safety first approach to meetups. You don't owe us anything beyond your contents. Hey, man, yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, it's in the back of my head, like I could be missing out. You know, I could be, you know, this person I'm meeting could be my new best friend. You know, because I have a very short list of actual friends. You know, actual friends. But yesterday I met a guy, PM4. He could be my friend. He's not in the Philippines, but he'll be moving here in 9 or 10 months. But yeah, if I didn't meet him, you know, he was, yeah, I was impressed with him. Retiring police officer. Goldfinger was saying some good stuff about you on his live the other day. How he thought you'd be successful. I was wondering, wow, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I bumped into him in the Robinson Small. He's in the Robinson Small every day. So sometimes I see him from a distance, you know, but there was one time when we actually crossed paths and bumped into each other. Yep, good old Philly Willie. I see Steve. I can't keep up with all the changes. All the changes. You're using the wrong color sun oil. No. I'm not red right now. Maybe it's the lighting. No, I'm back to being normal color again. We're making it out to be. It was never a law. Well, if you check on ChatGPT, it says it's a law, but there's lots of laws, you know, like you could make a law saying everyone's got to wear pink socks on Tuesday, right? It doesn't mean people are going to do it. It doesn't mean the police are going to enforce it, you know? So a law, you know, I mean, because the thing is that there's the reality of a law. Somebody's got to take charge, you know? And if nobody takes charge of the law, then, you know, I mean, it's the Philly Willy. You get magnesium for mercury drug or online. Magnesium? No, I got it at a health food store or kiosk in the Robinsons Mall. Yes. I'm not saying you need lots of money, but 1,080 is not enough. Well, it's enough for Scotty Boy. But, you know, women, you know, I understand. You need more stuff than a man does. You need makeup and all that stuff. Selling a dream, please. Well, living on $1,000 is not really everyone's dream. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not materialistic, but seriously, it's not possible long term. I would challenge you. But look at it this way. Maybe the apartment that I live in, you would not live in. Okay? But because I've been traveling my whole life, I'm just kind of used to this. You know, I'm kind of used to like, you know, it's just the standard. You know, like look, Donald Trump is not going to live where I live, and I'm not going to live where he lives. Here, yeah, definitely, yeah. Shay, well, let me ask you, Shay. I got a question for you. So, how much pesos would you need to be comfortable? Ever read or see about Larry? No, extremely rich guy, founder of DHL, that died in a plane crash, had kids all over the. No way. Founder of DHL. Wow, man. It's freaking crazy. Did I see something here? I saw a live stream here. Or super. What's up, everybody? Hey, Sunny D. Thanks for the good vibes, man. Good to see you here. Welcome to town, my good man. Channel name. Poor Rambling Man. Yeah, but I want to do less talking and then more interacting with the locals. My wife doesn't wear makeup. That is a good girl. That is a good girl. Yeah, you know, I'm not really down with makeup. I like a girl who doesn't wear makeup, you know, but yeah, girls would rather eat fried chicken and ruin their skin and then cover it up rather than drink lemon water and have naturally beautiful skin, right? They'd rather do the first one. Let's see. Would you travel with another vlogger, Scotty Boy? Absolutely. Yeah, I think that would be good. Sort of add a character into the mix. You know, like doesn't mean we'd have to be together all the time, but I wanted to travel with Chad. Chad Foster explores. So, he does his thing. I do my thing. We do our thing together, just let nature take its course. Yeah, but that'd be good, even my girlfriend's damn, man. That's pretty awesome. I wish I could meet her. Are you living together? I could do 700 or less in the province, but would be boring for most. Yeah, it would be boring. It would be boring. Like, you got to think, what do you need to be happy, right? Like, I love to get my morning coffee. My morning coffee makes me happy. And if I was in the province, hiking would make me happy. So morning coffee. If I lived in the province, I'd want to have an outside patio in the front with one of those ceiling fans, like you see there. Yeah, so you just have to, like, if it's me, I would sort of list out, like, what makes me happy. Like, I don't want to buy, like, what do you call it, Fendi handbags. That doesn't make me happy. But it makes other people happy. But if you lived in the province, what would make you happy? Yeah, I talked to a guy who lives out in the province in Baguio. Lives a pretty good life there. Any issues with water? Over there, I heard you can drink it, but some seem to have no water. Well, you cannot drink the tap water, but everybody buys that bottled water stuff, filtered water. If you make $3,000 a month and live on $1,000, that's very possible long term. 100%. Yeah. I think Shay's mixed up. She's confused. Like, a budget is your total earnings. You know what I'm saying? But a budget is just, what you got to do. No, thank you, my good friends. You can meet her when you come in Angela's. Very good. Remember, studio offer. Yeah. I appreciate that, man. He's going to let me stay at his place for free. I will be up there in Angela's. Well, yeah, for a couple of days. Drink the tap water if you want to live in the CR. Yes, that is true. If you want to live there. She doesn't have to deal with you anymore. Yeah, I mean, I live a pretty good life for $1,000. I mean, why would I want to spend more, And then, you got to realize you might have a lot of money today, but, next year you don't have a lot of money. I mean, you saw the Titanic movie, there was a very rich guy in the Titanic movie. And a year after the Titanic, the guy blows his head off because his business went out with the stock market, right? So, like, the way I see it, like, if the world's a changing place, we're coming up to the apocalypse, say, by next year, we've entered the apocalypse. Can you survive? Can you survive? Because, look, is there going to be a stock market crash? Is there going to be a devaluation of the USD? Is oil going to skyrocket? Is inflation going to skyrocket? We don't know what the world's going to be like next year. So the more rustic you are, the more rough you are. Like I've said this before, I like girls who are rough. Like if we're riding if she's on the back of my scooter and it starts to rain, she doesn't nag me and, oh, I'm getting wet. Oh my God, pull over there. I go blah, 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 blah. You know how women are. I like a woman who's like from the province, a farmer. She's strong. She's tough. That's the kind of girl I like. Let's see. It's a 2-bedroom. Are you in Halongos? Are you fucking in Halongos? I was thinking about moving there. Yeah. I was thinking about freaking moving there, man. Are you in Halongos? Damn, man. I was talking to a girl there. She says she never sees foreigners in there. I'm not mixed up. It's $40K. Not a lot, really. $20K for the bills and food. Easy gone. I am not mixed up. What's $40K? What's $40K? Your rent? Not a lot, really. $20K rent. Oh, so you pay $20K for rents, and then bills and food and stuff. Yeah. So what are you trying to say? Because I asked you a question before. How much do you need to be comfortable? Like in a month? How much do you need in a month? Like, what is your budget? So if my budget is, say, 40,000 pesos, right, a month total, right? I'm just saying if. Then what is your budget like total? Like, what are you spending these days? And could you survive? I mean, if World War III comes, if we're invaded by China, could you survive? It see. Shout out to Greg Adams and Coach Bang. Yeah, shout out to these people. Inflation is guaranteed. Inflation is guaranteed. Yeah, the question is how much. And also, is World War III. You know, Trump called all of the, no, not Trump, but the general called all of the top people in the army in Muskoka or whatever it is. You know what? You know about that? What? I don't know. I forgot the city name, but it's happening in America. Like, what the hell's happening? You know, like, what is freaking happening here? Oh, sorry. Paid for all flights and hotels, events at 1,000 Canadian per week budget. Not knowing how much I'd spend, and I barely touched it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well, you're a simpleton. You are a simpleton, my good man. If you're with the wrong woman, I make 500 USA, and women here say that's enough. Women will never be happy. Yeah, that's you know, you raise them up and you pay the price. You know what I mean? That pretty much summarizes the baby Brutus. My budget is 10K a month. Is that enough to survive? You'll not go hungry, my good man. 100 to like it. Oh, I got 100 likes here. That's always my goal. China is a joke. Yeah, well, the time will tell. You know, the future will tell if China is a joke. I mean, do I want to live in China? No. My budget, 80K. I have a job now. What do you think I am? I save a little too. My budget's 80K. Okay, good. That's good. That's good. So she's in Manila. Do you mind saying where in Manila you are, just out of curiosity? Because I'll be in Manila. I'll be doing in Manila. I'll be doing something like 30 hotels in 30 days, right? And the point is to see Manila from the perspective of different hotels around the massive city. Oh, sorry. Already lost it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, ma'am. America is losing its democracy and shifting to an authoritarian form of governments. Okay. But remember when Trump, oh, no, who was it? It was either Trump or George Bush. When they were in office before, I remember the left was on social media saying that they're not going to let go of power. There's not going to be another election, right? And then there's another election. All the world leaders are psychopaths. That's true. And puppets. Yeah, because it's the monopoly theory, right? They did this study one time. Psychologists did a study. And they gave one person an advantage. You can check it on YouTube. And instead of the person with the advantage having sympathy on the person who doesn't have the advantage, they got a big ego. Ortigas. It sounds familiar. I'd have to check the map where the hell Ortigas is. Let me see. Where is Ortigas? Let me see. I'll be one sec. Ortigas. Oh, Pasig. Oh, no. Is it Pasig? It says, here, I'll show you. It's like, it says Ortigas Center, and it says Pasig, Metro Manila. Pasig. I always confuse Pasig and Pasay. You look like a tomato. What the hell? Lefty loons, yeah. The left are loons. Hey, look, it's tomato Gumby. No, it's just the lighting. I'm not really red. Let me show you. Oh, can I show the back? Can you see? See, it used to be really dark hair and really white hair, but now it's more blending. You see, it's the average call center employee salary. Oh, in America? Yes, 1,000 USD salary a month to live in the Philly is enough. How much do you need to eat? Are you Heidi? Yeah. Annyeonghaseyo. Banggapsabnida. She is above average paid Filipino. She is above average, yes. The Dems are right. Trump tried to stay in office when he lost. Oh, that is true. But then, the right says there was what was it? I forgot. Some controversy. You need savings? Yes. Immigration expenses, if a tourist visa? Yes. It's like $100 every 2 months, I believe, right? Leave country every 3 years, etc. Yes. Yep. Yeah, to be comfortable here, I mean, you'd need, I would say 2,000 USD. No, I would say whatever 100,000 pesos is. Yeah, 100,000 pesos. And then you could live comfortably. It doesn't mean you'd spend all of the 100,000. 100,000 and then savings. I'm surprised how many guys have no savings. But I'm surprised also how many like guys they got wiped out in a divorce. Oh, it is Pasig. Okay, I stayed in Pasig for 1 month. I didn't know Ortigas was there. I didn't like Pasig, but maybe it was the specific area I was in. Whatever happened, America will come out on top. I mean, look, when it comes to America, right? I mean, the entire planet invests in the New York Stock Exchange. Like nobody's investing in the the Philippine Stock Exchange or the Brazilian Stock Exchange. No one gives a crap about them. There's something different about America. Even Canadians, nobody really invests in the Canadian stock market. Between Pasig and BGC. I was thinking about living in, if I lived there, living in Mandaluyong. Yeah, my buddy has a studio apartment in Makati, but he rents it, so he owns it. He rents it. I don't know. He rents it out to people. And before Pogo was banned, he was renting for 25,000. But after Pogo got out, he could only get 15,000 for it now. Imagine 15,000 for a furnished condo in Makati. That's pretty good. Trump attempted a coup. He tried his hardest not to give up power after his first term. Was he in for 1 term? Yeah, he was in for 1 term before, right? So does that mean he's only allowed 1 term now? Because it's total 2 terms. Or can he run for re-election again? Anyway, I think he's too old to run. I'm late to the party. Hey, Rogie Rogue, man. You guys already shared all the answers and I missed it. You can say anything you want, Mr. Rogue. Where do you think in Manila you may end up? Well, that's the whole point to 30 hotels in 30 days. I want to see Manila from a lot of different perspectives. And I won't go too far outside the city, right? But I'm sure there's some places in Manila where it's not far from Manila. It's like 30 minutes from Manila, but you get the convenience of Manila. It's there if you need it. But do you really want it? I mean, it's fucking lineups everywhere and all that crap. Now Trump is trying to kill people who he hates. Damn, man. Kill them or put them in jail? I love people asking, I make $1 million a month. Will I be? Yes, it happens all the time. Yeah. You got to entertain them. When all else fails, they take us to war to create sense of chaos. That is true. That is true. You're a tinfoil hat guy, but I like tinfoil hat people. I'm one myself. I question what I'm told. We in Manila when all the protests were going on? No. But I wish I was. That would have been cool to film that. Looks like you got some sun today. What? People keep saying that. No, I had a sunburn, but it's gone away now. Maybe there's some remnants of the red. I'm not really red, just the lighting. Scotty boy and the red lights. Let's see. Wow, 341. Damn, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I was harassed from trolls. See, the thing is, I wasn't afraid of a troll knocking on my front door. Because if the trolls had any balls, if they were tough, then they would just come to you. You know what I'm saying? But they got to do everything behind the computer because they don't want to face to face. America is declining fast and Asia is rising fast. Ray Dalio was right. Yeah, but how could America decline? I mean, the entire world revolves around America. Oh, I know her. Hello. Oh, she's a cutie. I met her on the boardwalk. I should have asked her to come over. Damn. When all the generals meet, there's a signal war is inevitable. That means all scenarios are mapped out. I got a story about her. I don't know if I want to say it publicly. Well, if we are going to get political, it must be revealed the FBI had over 100 plainclothes agents in the crowd. In the Charlie, are you talking about Charlie Kirk thing? Yeah, look at the movie Snake Eyes. You know, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, it's like, this was made in 1998, I believe. And the guy who was assassinated was called Charles Kirkland. The guy who killed him was called Tyle or something. And it was done on September 10th, which is when Charlie Kirk was offed. You know what I'm saying? So something weird is happening. What do you think? Maya would make a month on YouTube. She only gets a couple thousand views per video. Would she make 1,000 a month on that? No. Maya, I think she relies mostly, does she get a lot of super chats? A lot of the girls, the pretty girls, they rely mostly on super chats because they don't have the cojones to make decent content, so they just resort to live streams. Kind of like me. Bangkap Sabnida, good to meet you. Kind of like me these days in Duma. Like, I don't have the cojones to make good content. I guess I could if I tried. I don't know, just something about Duma, saps my energy. 2,000 USD. It's comfortable to live anywhere, including BGC. Even BGC, wow. What's the lowest rent you could get in BGC? But the thing is, like, BGC, okay. You could live in Mandaluyong for like 15,000 pesos. Can't speak. How much could you get the cheapest place for in BGC? I don't leave every 3 years. I leave every 2 and travel Asia. That's safe because I got a buddy there in Bohol, Lucky Les. He waited for the last second to fly out, but then he had a motorbike accident and he couldn't fly out. So it's best to do it every 2 years, and it just gives you that buffer in case there's any problems. Are you Americano? No, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Nearby Seattle. Scott doesn't show any of my messages. Angelo, I always do. No, Angelo, the great Angelo. I'm making a more of an attempt to show all of the Canadian tax. America falls, the world falls, pretty much. Where you work, Shay? Yeah, I wonder what Shay does for a living. I never said it was. The world is reliant on the USA for more reasons than people. Yeah. I mean, just look at the army. I mean, if America was not in South Korea, it would be a real risk that North Korea would invade. And that's just one example, but it goes on and on. Standard fascist playbook, some crap they have used over 100 years. 1,000. Yeah, but if you actually send money on, it'll be less than that. But yeah, I always use the 50 peso thing because I think right now the Americans are spoiled with it's way too high right now. It's got to be 50, you know? It's got to be 50. Make it more even for everybody else. Only the wealthy invest in the stock markets. When you force to return to BC due to old age, will you stick yourself into an old folks home in Okanagan like your pups? I plan on finding one in the island when I'm 80. Is it too cold beyond hope? Trump is too old. He started to show signs of dementia. Okay, I'm not surprised he's too old. The guy's got to freaking retire, man. Enjoy your life, man. But he's not really a sit on the lounger and have a beer kind of guy. Only two terms total, right? So that means he cannot run for re-election. That means the guy with the beard, what's it called, vice president, he's probably gonna. So will the vice president have to do the election, or will he automatically get in for the right side? 2 terms in the USA. I'm saying we have allies in Asia. Oh, big time. Yeah, it's President Trump's last term. Okay. Yeah, I wonder. So I forgot the guy's name. The Trump has some serious health issues. I'm not surprised. When I saw him he was on a private jet having KFC. I'm thinking, like, really? Like, you're a billionaire, you're having KFC. Why not have some like Japanese, steak? Imported. Eat healthy. Take care of yourself. The longer you live, the better. But I was mainly referring to China and India, but most other Asian countries benefit from the rise as well. India sides with America, right? Trump, 2028. But someone said it's not possible. He's old. He's getting old, yes. 30 Hotel 30 is going to be an awesome series. Yes, I really look forward to it. Because the thing is, no matter what city you're in, where your hotel is going to give you a totally different perspective of that city. I asked, 1, why Filipino P don't like you? Don't like me? 2, I asked, why Filipino P don't like you? I don't know. She probably doesn't know who I am. Have you seen the video about New Vitalio? Oh, yeah, in Thailand, yes. Is it true for a girl to file a case, it costs money? I don't know. She could go to the police and file something against you. Yeah, but I'm not an expert on that. But it can get dangerous here. It's best just, you don't get angry at any Filipino. And it doesn't matter. And look, I mean, some guys, they live with these wingnut Filipinas. It's like, some guys, like, you gotta have a freaking brain. You know what I'm saying? Some guys, they just get themselves in trouble. It's like that guy, he's another vlogger, and he's like, he buys her a house, buys her land, puts her kids through college. He invests all this money. Like, dude, the carrot and the donkey, like, God, you just keep feeding her, and then she's so fat, and she doesn't want you anymore. Are there many? There's plenty of them everywhere in the Philippines. I don't know why. Like, if you want to be gay, just be gay, I don't know why you have to dress up as a woman. But I saw one the other day right at this ATM machine here, right there. Some young white guy, okay? He's a young white guy. He's with a lady boy. American experience with Democrats is probably over. We'll see what happens, In 1 year from now, it could be a completely different country, a completely different world. Scott, always nice when your live screen pops up. Fraser, honored, my friend. Cheeto is a lunatic. Cheeto is a lunatic, okay. Cheeto, who's that? I stayed across the street from Mall of America. Mall of America was decent. Where is that? God, is Mall of America? Okay, it must be in America. Oh my, I thought you were talking about the Philippines. Oh my God, here comes the Trump haters. Chill. A lot of people don't like him. I guess Steve-O's a Trumpster. Why don't you live in Thailand for a few months? Just shake up. Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm heading there. I'm doing a last trip around. Because if I leave, I'm going to be gone for 1 year. So I got to finish my Philippines stuff and then sell my bike, go overseas, cross everything off the list, and then I'll come back. I'll get a new scooter. And maybe I won't get a scooter. Maybe I'll just decide to live in the city center. Trump is hastening the end of the U.S. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, he's kicking out all the illegals, which a lot of people don't like, but they don't realize, like, you got to look at it this way. Any other country would do the same thing. It's just new for America to do that. But, I can't be illegal in the Philippines. I can't be illegal in Mexico. Why can people be illegal in America? Try Prisma Condo in Pasig and Makati, new and not so expensive, plus good amenities. Prisma Condo, okay. See, I'll tell you the one problem I have with condos is the freaking elevator. I would live in a condo if I could just use the stairs. So if I'm on the first or second floor, yeah. But the freaking elevators drive me nuts. I read about how Canadians are heavily invested in American. Of course. Because then you got naturally you got the USD, right? So it's in USD, and on top of that, there's a lot of liquidity, right? Sounds like Trump derangement syndrome in the chats. Yeah, a lot of people don't like him. What I would like is a good exchange between the left and the right. It's hard to find, but I would like an intelligent person on the right and an intelligent person on the left having a conversation. I would like to see that on YouTube, but instead, it's hard to find that. Instead, you got like way right saying you're nuts, and him here saying you're retarded. Got oh yeah, I got a bad burn on my nose, and it was peeling, but it's all fine now. Superficial question. Looks only Chrissy K or Maya. Looks only. Probably. Let's see. Maybe Chrissy K. I like that cute look. You know. Is it that easy to get poony poons there? You don't want to leave for a few months. Is it easy to get poony poons? Well, yeah. I mean, you can get a girlfriend here, and then you can get the pooniest of poons. See, a lot of guys, they're looking in terms of like a one-nighter, fun, casual, but they don't see it like, well, what's in it for the girl? You know, like, come on, you got to be fair. You know, like, just have a girl. If you want the poony poons, right? Get a girlfriend. You know, so this is my advice to people out there: is like, how do you get a girlfriend? Well, look, you got to see it from the girl's perspective too. Girl doesn't want some guy who's just having fun. Girl has like, what do you call it? The internal clock. You know, her time is running out. She wants to hurry up and get married. She wants to have the kids. But yeah. I think on your screen, it looks a lot more red than on the phone. Yeah, I'm not red. Can I don't know. It's hard to see. Oh, you're using a phone? Super chat. Hey, Lindy Lins. Thank you. Actually, I want another coffee, but I don't want to go inside. Do I want another coffee? Maybe I want another coffee. I'll get one in 5 minutos. Thank you, Linda. I like Linda. Hello again from, Madagascar, man. Yeah, I'll be joining soon. I will be joining the great James. James, do you have a YouTube channel? I would love to watch it. Better red than dead. Yes. The fate that we all share. Trump is the best for America. Yep. Some people are pro-Trumpster and some people are anti-Trumpster. You are red on TV and normal 10 on the PC monitor. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's the minimal? What's that? The minimum amount needed to live lifestyle you live. But including, what the hell? The cost of beer and Babaroonies. Well, look at it this way. You know, if you go to a movie, it's about 250 pesos, okay? Okay? Now you go with a girl, so then it's 500 pesos. So there's not that big of a deal. You know, go to a movie, once a week, right? So, I don't know. To me, you know, if a girl needs stuff, you know, to be happy, that's a big red flag. Became a member, hey, Language of the Soul. Hello, sir. America survives Obama. See, if a girl needs stuff, that's no different than, like, okay, now let me rephrase that. Because the girl's free to want whatever she wants. But if she's expecting the guy to buy her the stuff, okay, that's no different than the guy wanting her just for what's between her legs, right? Her body, okay? Now, does the girl want that? No. She wants the guy who loves from the heart. Well, why is she allowed to play that game, but he's not allowed to play that game? Obama survived. America... Madagascar is great. Had a good month there in May. Okay, interesting. Yeah, everyone who I've talked to who's been to Madagascar, love it. Looks like some Trump bootlickers in the chats. I love it. I love this. TSD is strong in some of these. TDS. Your hairstyle looks like Johnny Bravo. Cool. I forgot to look who that is. Wait, let me see. Because somebody mentioned him the other day, and then I forgot to look. Okay, Google search. Okay, Johnny Bravo. Oh, this guy. Okay, it's like I forgot it's a cartoon. Okay, cool. I was at Pasai for 2 years. Great place, 30K rent, close to everything, good security, great stuff. Okay. Oh, Pasai, yeah, not Pasig. Okay, Pasai is where the Mall of Asia is, right? I think that would be a good place to live. Imagine living near the Mall of Asia. Like you always have. If you're bored, just go to the Mall of Asia. I needed to live the lifestyle I live, but excluding the cost for the beers and babaroonies. Well, they'd probably just be made up for with something else. Because look, I could live on a lot less than 40,000 pesos, right? And yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked because I kept thinking about the Mall of Asia. Yeah, so look, 40 is basically the minimum. I mean, you can't just stay home and watch TV all day. Maybe you can, okay, if you're like someone who loves to do that. But yeah, it'd be hard to get less than 40. I mean, you could try, but you got to have some kind of lifestyle, the alleged insurrection. The Kirk thing is a setup. It's clearly a setup if you, like, for the people who actually look at it. Look at the movie Snake Eyes. And yeah, a lot of other things. He's right. I was there last month. The politics have went to another new level. Where, in America? It must be different city by city, Because if you're in the red zone of Texas, I don't think there'll be any problem because everyone's going to be like the same. Getting better, okay? Well, the thing is, if someone says America's getting better, what they mean is their city is getting better. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy over here, he doesn't know what's happening over here. But that's good. I mean, if your city is getting better, that's from a real world perspective. That's good. Why are you a Trump fan? He's obviously a con man. No. The problem is I'm not a Trump fan, but the options were you got camel toe and you got Trumpomania, right? And I'm a libertarian, but there's no point voting libertarian, right? Maybe definitely looks like better than Chrissy K. Okay. Well, everyone's got their thing. Because he asked me, who's better? They're both beautiful, right? They're both beautiful. And Maya, actually, no, let me rephrase that. Because Maya has a very beautiful face, but Chrissy K just has the look that I like, The look and the voice and the personality, yeah. Whereas if you're just going on beauty alone, you can't beat Maya. She's just got that structurally, genetically perfect face.
450.
Ask the American farmers how they're doing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I should. I'm wondering about that. That's just by wishful thinking foreigners. Okay. Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe movie? No, Snake Eyes, the one with Nicolas Cage. Must be nice to be white in the Philippines. Easy to get. I watched that video too. Charlie Kirkland, pink waving. Yeah. Well, it's just everything, like Charlie Kirkland, the guy who shot him is Tyler. It's the same day. Both were shot on the neck. It was per month. Meanwhile, 1K USD is not living, it's surviving in the Philippines. Yep, that's what a lot of people say. But look at it this way. Maybe some people are happy just staying home watching TV all day. I mean, it's possible that there's people like this, right? Whereas other people, they have to go out, whatever they're doing. They got to go out. A lot of people want to travel around the Philippines. Some are saying Charlie's mic was a bomb. Remember how the J used pagers to take out Hamas? Yeah, I didn't investigate J6. There's no credibility. J6, who's J6? Do you get a PHP per view on YouTube on average? I don't know how much I get per view. A peso per view. Peso per view. I think it's probably less than that. Because that means if it's 20,000 views, would get 20,000 pesos, but no. The movie Snake Eyes with the golden Nick Cage, yeah. The girls get outrageous super chats. I know. $100, $200. Maya is a scrub. She's only around because of her husband, Gio. Well, that helped her. I mean, well, she's got to get something out of that marriage. I see his accent sounds really different. Mine? Do I have an accent? Give me your address. I'll see you face to face. Tomato. No, I won't give my address because, but I'll meet you outside. I'll meet you at Robinson's or I'll meet you at the coffee shop. Lots of simps out there tossing. Yep. Big time. The girls have figured out, why work for 200 pesos a day in the province if you can get, how are they making 10,000 pesos a day, shaking their breastises. Can you share with us what is your daily routine in Duma? I'll do better than that. I'll make a video of it on the video that I make when I'm leaving here. So this is my last live stream because I'm going to start to focus more on videos again. Yeah. Where am I? What, did I do that one already? Give the single moms a wide berth. Single moms. It's not you, Scotty boy. Duma's comfortable for living, but boring as hell for content. Ian, yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, man. Actually, it might be just so comfortable to live that you just don't feel like making content. I don't know. What's your favorite red pill material on women? I don't know. It's just kind of like, look, it's the, look, all I know is like, what turns me on as a woman is someone who's tough. I like that tough kind of woman, right? Yeah, I don't know why my mind is wandering. I can't focus. Simps want those sloppy seconds and beyond, waiting in line. Well, I know a guy. Well, I shouldn't say a guy. I know guys. They don't want the sloppy seconds, but they want to make her sloppy seconds. Can you get a studio BGC furnished? Walk everywhere, no beggars, no trash. Yeah, but I was there. I stayed there. Not there, but 5 minutes from there, I was in Makati at an Airbnb. And I thought BGC was so boring. I mean, don't you think it's boring there? Yeah, BGC, man. What a different world that is. Why are Sims sending money to hot women on YouTube? I felt like in BGC, people are like thinking they're so great, Not that I want to perceive, but hot women on YouTube, it's sad. Well, the thing is, if there's 1,000 guys watching, they only need one of them to send $100. That's what's happening. It's a small percentage of guys. They got 10 million bucks in the bank and they don't care. But they don't realize, like, the girl doesn't even know your name. She doesn't respect you. She's not going to meet you if you go there. On top, again, baby, it's never failing. A lot of these girls, they get into like hooking because what happens is they're sort of known on YouTube. So guys, they'll message them. They'll say, "Look, I'll give you 100,000 pesos to sleep with me," right? Where if she wasn't a YouTuber, she wouldn't have got that money. She wouldn't have been offered that money because no one knows her. So that's where the big money is. And I know I won't mention them, but I know girls who have gone that way, YouTubers. Maya is a scrubby scrub. She's only relevant. Oh my God, dude, how many times are you gonna say that? Madagascar isn't so dangerous. Well, I don't like that "so" in there. But you have to get used to sense when going out. Yeah, like don't bring a bunch of money. Don't walk around with your phone out. The problem in Madagascar is the bad roads and infrastructure. But good enough for a 1 month visit, right? I mean, chances slim that I'd actually want to actually live there. Yeah, maybe even a week there. Just get a feel for it. Food, maybe a month, because maybe a lot of good content there, right? Food price leaders there are skyrocketing. Ooh, shit! Even with the USD, I'm surprised. You have a strong currency. Dude, why do you keep repeating that for it? Got 58. Damn, man. Freaking Americanos, man. Exchange rate goes up on USD for 11 years. I've been here and offset inflation. Yeah. But 58, too freaking high, man. Come on, 50. Even field for everyone. Have invest in the stock market? Yes. Whether they realize it or not, because if you work, doesn't that money automatically go into something? Trump has to save America before retiring? Yeah. But is the guy who's next to him, the vice, isn't he following the same path? JD. Oh, JD Vance. That's it. Yeah. I don't think the world will fall. It's another reset. Interesting. Okay. I wonder reset in what direction? So many Trump haters get a life. A lot of people don't like the Trumpomania. I would say most people like him. I guess it depends on where you live, right? The one who really lost his marbles was Biden. Yep. Yeah. Vance will be the next. I can't believe Biden even got voted in, during the whatever it's called. Vance will be the next. Madagascar, but I like more Asian girls. Yeah. I'm the same way, but I just want to try Kenya and Madagascar, maybe 1 month each. Has to be elected. Vance. JD Vance. Why are there so many single moms in the Philippines, most of them being because look, I asked an ex-girlfriend this, and she says, a lot of the people, they don't have any money, in the province. So sex is their entertainment, because sex is free. Depends who wins the primary. Could be Laura Trump. Who's Laura Trump? Is that the sister or the daughter? Trump is fixing that ungodly Democrat crook party has ruined. Trump passes while in office. JD Vance takes over. Okay. JD Vance. Okay. So many fascist bootlickers. The red is getting anything next election. Is getting everything next election. Okay. I love it when foreigners try to talk about U.S. politics. Well, the thing is that, U.S. politics reflects the world, right? So it's not like Madagascar politics. There's a big difference. No one cares about Madagascar politics for a reason. It doesn't affect them. Lots of Indonesia population. It's nice mix. Yeah. There's no English there though, right? But that's okay. You just get ChatGPT on your phone. Why do you keep saying that? Trump for king. Okay. It's not possible. Trump is only 77. No, I thought he was 80 something. Is he only 77? India looks out for India. They buy cheap oil from Russia in exchange for weapons. Caught in the loop. Maya and Geo have separated. Yes. Most people have health problems when they push 80, yes. Especially when you're eating KFC, man. Like, I can't believe Trump was eating freaking KFC. I see on IG a lot of Christian protests going on. I love IG. They got like unfiltered videos, unlike YouTube, where you can't flick a mosquito without it being banned. IG rocks. If Trump doesn't succeed, we are doomed to a global communist dictatorship. Repeal the 22nd Amendment. Which one is that? I've never seen her mention him in a video. Maya mentioned Gio. Maybe they left on good terms. I would support King Trump. Okay, very good. Maya and Gio are divorced. They have not been together for 10 months. Yep. Long time divorced or separated anyway. 60 days, much better. 2 nights in each place. Travel every other day. So let me see. Is TextPat a malfunctioning bot? I think so. I think so. There is no charge to file a case. There's no charge to file a case. Sometimes I don't know what people are talking about. Who cracks me up the most about Americans is that they really actually believe the America is the only free country in the world. Sup, Flip, are you Canadian or? I'm late. Hello from Chicago. Hello, Mike. Good to see you here. Good morning. Hey, Lucky Lus, I was just talking about you before. My good friend Skip Ellsworth said there are no tough guys in the Philippines. Ooh, yeah, there's tough guys if you want your head blown off. Yeah, I don't mess around with Filipinos, no way. I just say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah, doesn't matter what the problem is. But when you're on the road, it's hard not to lose your temper sometimes. Bought silver at 20, plus 47. Ooh, very smart, very smart. Has any girl filed a case against you? No. Well, I'm a good boy. People think they know how much money you need, but if you don't drink and don't run after women, what cuts? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a lot of guys, they're chasing the babes, you know? It's like, why? Just enjoy life, you know? You don't need a babe. Oh. Sorry. People think sorry. This is his, okay, it's adios to the Trumpster. Well, hopefully he just, settles down, has a beer, and relaxes. You're going to tell us in 30 days, okay. But you got to keep the action going, Trust me, there's no tough guy Filipinos. I guess you're going to be headed out to my neck of the woods for sorry, I can't read. My home there is about 10 miles from the Polog, the city of Rojas. By the way, I am in Florida now. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be in the Dippy Dip soon, man. Be heading there. Cheeto is Trump. Okay. Oh, you call him Cheeto as a nickname? I guess if you don't like him, right? The left wants the USA to become third world? Yeah, the Kirk Memorial was a full-in hate and BS rally. How long have I been going now? Hour 38. Unless they amend the Constitution. Let me just skip down to the bottom here. Any plans to sue sick grandpa? No, but I'll be in the Polog, and he's heading to the Polog too, so maybe I'll see him on his live stream. Let me see. Yeah, I think he was too, but he's too honest. He's too much of a good guy. Mall of Asia, it's in Pasay. Mall of Asia. Mall of America in Minnesota. Ah, okay. I think she's part American. Shay looks gorgeous. Shay, do you have a YouTube channel? That's cool. I'd never even crossed my mind. Scotty boy for El Presidente. Hey, who's this? Hey, Alpha Romero. Thank you, my good friend. The current American president is showing signs of dementia. It seems to be a common theme. No such thing as rebellion at the top. Wake up. Sonny, yes, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, do you like Trump? You don't like Trump? Either way, you're screwed, so it doesn't matter. To the nutcase fatality. He's still in jail. Yeah, he's having a bit of a tough time. But, I'm a big fan of that expression or saying, you make your bed, Like, he's already a millionaire. Why is he coming and do that? It wasn't even funny, doesn't make any sense. She will lie when it benefits her, love when it serves her, leave when it suits her, and return. That's women. Were you in the Boulevard Tuesday nights? I saw you with other white guy. Yes. I'm white, 33 with Filipina. Just left Duma Wednesday night. I noticed you. She told me not to say anything because you might interview us. No, I didn't have my camera with me, but that's funny. Canadians are avoiding the USA. Yeah. I saw that. There was some news on Las Vegas that there's no intelligent people on the left. Okay. It's always all about the left and right, blue, red. America needs to wake up. Yeah. You just get rid of governments. Charlie picked on school kids who were clueless that he was a two-faced BSer. Okay. I think he was trying to wake them up. Where do you get your red pill material from? Just, my eyes, and, I'm 47, I'm not 20. But, I've seen women, they monkey branch. They're with a guy. The guy lifts them up. She dumps him only because she's found guy number 2 who can lift her up more. But she wasn't going to dump guy number 1 until guy number 2 was secure. Once it becomes secure, she says adios. Maybe even on a live stream where the guy has a tear in his eye, but she's stone cold because she knew what she was doing for a long time. So it's no surprise to her. No names mentioned. You might have rosacea. No. I'm not red. Maybe it's just the lighting. Q Adventures, Derek triple sued and will now countersue. Yeah, he came back. He has a lawyer. His lawyer's advising him. What a mess that is, man. The right winger F things up every time they get in power. Then the Dems have to fix what they broke. Okay, I disagree, but the world is full of disagreements. I'm 80 and can easily get, okay. Do you agree with men competing in women's sports? Let me just ask you that. To me, that's where the left became lunatics. They went from left to being lunatics when they started, because like my buddy, he's a leftist, but he's now, it's a long story. I'm 80 and can easily get a girl anytime. You don't look 80. By the way, no money needed. Wow, I'm surprised you're 80. I thought you were in your 50s. Shit, education. Dude, you look roasted, toasted on my screen. Really? Look. I guess I look red. Oh, well, I don't feel red. I was peeling. My skin was peeling for a long time, but that was a couple days ago. It's all gone, so I shouldn't be red anymore. 9-7, you are lost. Both sides think the other is lost. Boy, in elevators, you don't like them because they make you wait or they make you feel trapped inside. No, I don't mind the traps. I don't mind if there's a bunch of people in with me, right? I was trapped in an elevator with what's his name? the becoming Filipino guy. That was a highlight of my life. But no, it's the waiting. It's the constant freaking waiting. And then there'll be 2 elevators in a massive building. And one doesn't work. You know, I mean, screw condos, man. Is purple on my PC monitor? You surely have to feed them. Fascist, hate free speech, and teachers just like Trump and Mega. Okay. Charlie didn't pick on anyone, and the professors never debated him. America is built on divide and conquer. The one thing I didn't agree with the Kirkster on is abortion. And although I am pro-life, I would never try to put my theory onto anybody else, right? So maybe I don't want to kill my baby, but if you want to kill your baby, that's up to you. But I don't like these people. It's called the Hitler theory, and I made that theory myself. I have to put my morals onto everybody else, because that's what Hitler wanted. He wanted everyone to follow the Hitler way. 20 guys are trying to land in the tens of the Philippines. But there was a sliding scale there. A number of 4 or 5 would be, go out to the province. I'm from Alamitos. I don't know where that is. I thought you were done lifting weights. I am done lifting weights. I might get back into it, but you really got to be like keeping up with the diets. I might just do, what's it called? Calisthenics. Running, pull-ups, that kind of thing. Because I've been doing weights on and off for like 20 years, on and off. The left doesn't like free speech. And what gem do you play, Scotty? What game do I play? I'm kind of getting off it, but a block blast. Block blast. Oh my God, the sky is falling in America. Charlie Kirk, on all comers to his event, professors were never excluded. How do you not know Johnny Bravo? I don't know. Is he maybe because I was spent my whole life in South Korea. Maybe he wasn't there. Maybe he was on TV in America. Maybe a future video told, raise them up, pay the price. I think I made a video like that already. Spent any time at the Why Not? I'm not a Why Not kind of guy. Haven't been to Dumaguete in years. Any good restaurants you recommend? Well, I go to this. I always go to the Robinson's food court. I get the same meal there. It's fish soup with rice, and my favorite meal, like my favorite things to eat, are like soup, congee, ramyeon. I like that. I like when you got rice noodles in some hot water, hot broth. Oh wow, okay. Get out the illegals. Hey, let me skip that. Oh, shit. I'm so far. Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was so far behind. Hey, the world leaders are Freemasons. Yes, that is true. 100%. You can't deny it. Damn. Sorry, guys. I made a big mistake. Sorry, guys. I didn't know I was this far freaking behind, man. I agree, BG is sort of plastic, boring, a definite bubble. Yes. It is not so boring at night. A lot of fun places at night. Okay. Shay looks gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, PM. Let me, can I? Oh, I can't do it here. I was gonna. Hello from my mom's basement, guys. Hey, it's international. Oh, I thought it was Jasper. No, he just does stuff for his members now. He doesn't do stuff for the public. Bond and real estate markets are in trouble? Ooh, okay. That's why I don't like investing. You just don't know. You put all your money in bonds and then it's in trouble. Then you're like, oh shit. Gio's second account. Maya is a scrub. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Those of us who live in we do not talk politics. It shows you are not here. We are more into the peaceful life, as only a small percentage visit and even less stay here. I understand other people talk about politics, but a lot of people are very misinformed. It's a joke. Yeah, it's just better to keep your opinion to yourself, because at the end of the day, no matter what your opinion is, it doesn't make any difference anyway. But myself personally, I could just speak for myself. I'm open-minded. I can be friends with a leftist or a righty or a libertarian. Yeah, I'd listen to you. It doesn't matter if I agree with you or not. It doesn't make any difference. A lot of guys, people, they think that their opinion is so important when it's really not. Regular guys, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Lots to look at here at the... Oh, shit, man. I forgot about the Valencia market. Totally forgot. Shit, man. Ah, shit. It was my last chance to go there. Oh, jeez. Totally forgot about it. I was just thinking I'm doing a live stream today. I totally forgot about the Valencia market. All right, how much was it to go up there anyway? We thought, we had guessed, he and I had guessed it was going to be 250 pesos. Yes, yes. How's Duma? Duma's perfect. Duma's perfect. So perfect that it's a bit boring. Oh, wait. King B, my good man here. Coming this way. I will put you up for a few nights, show you my house, and take you out to dinner. Wow, okay. He's given me reason to go to the great city of CDO. Be careful wearing flashy jewelry in the Philippines. Yes. Yeah, when I was in Manila like 25 years ago, and every single time I went out, there was a mugging. There was even muggings like in front of me. You know, like I'm on the jeepney, there's a girl across from me, and she had her necklace taken off by guys on a scooter. Like, it was really bad before. Gio, what do you do for work back in Canada? No, I left Canada a long time ago. When I was 22, I went to South Korea to teach English, and I was there until I was 44. And then I came to the Philly Willy, man. What do you do with other 23 hours in your day? Chillax. I got some person who's taken up my time. Let's just put it that way. Super chat. I take it they think you meant Danny boy. You are out of dodgy Dodge. Hey, Danny boy, yeah. Well, not at the moment. This is the last live stream from Doomy Dooms, but I'll be heading to the Polog. When? A few days, anyway. In a few days. It'll be the Polog time, man. A new chapter. And I really want to start doing like daily vlogs. I have this desire to do it, but there's this force in Duma that's sort of keeping me out. I got to just walk around with my camera. Is Duterte a hero in the Philippines? Yeah, big time, big time. Yeah, I can't believe it. You know, that guy like Duterte, he should never have freaking left Davao. You know, he'd be fine. He'd be living comfortable in Davao right now. Like, why go to Hong Kong? I think the whole thing was a setup. Food stalls. What I've seen in the market is just food stalls. Okay, well, number one, it's more of a vibe. Okay, it's more of a vibe. It's got a really cool vibe. They got a lot of good coffee there. My favorite coffee in Dumaguete is up there. And then they got a lot of food, like Vietnamese food and like everything except Filipino food. Yeah, so it's just a place to chillax, you know. Pick my moniker because my captain was first official resident of Boston, Massachusetts. First official resident, Boston. I picked my moniker. Oh, Paul Revere. Oh, okay. Dumaguete is full of expat drama. Well, that's overrated. And I'll tell you, hey, where's Philly Willie in the Philippines? I just saw him. Hey, okay, this is overrated. There are a lot of foreigners here. Yes, that is true. But everyone just minds their own business. You'll see them around, but everyone's just doing their own thing. You know, so the whole Dumaguete thing, that has to stop. There is no drama in Dumaguete. Except with this new thing. But that's between, I mean, the guy deserves it, right? Hey, where is it? Hey, where is I saw Philly Willie in the Philippines, man? Where did it go? Hey, regular guy, is Enrique here? Hey, man, no, I haven't seen him. The ugly tourist. I have not seen the great Enrique, but I'm going to check out your live when I'm done here. Hey, here he is. Wow, the great Philly Willie in the Philippines, who was, I wouldn't say he's my hero anymore. Not to make him cry or anything, but he was my hero at one point. I never missed one of his vlogs. He's the one who made me fall in love with Angeles City. And yeah, I'll be seeing this guy. Is this got a mirror effect? Should I be putting it this way? I'll be meeting this guy in Siargao, because Siargao is on my list of, I missed it the first time because of rain, but hopefully hit it my second time. But he might be afraid to meet me. He may be afraid, as I've heard, rumors are he's afraid of Scotty Boy. So we will see. See if he will meet up with Scotty Boy. Felipe says, no freaking way, man. Oh, a jeepney. You got a jeepney up there? Oh, wow. Okay. That's surprising. I didn't even know there was a jeepney up there. He's been here 2 days. He's found the jeepney up there. Traveler in Luzon, Spillway, North Manila. Yeah, well, I've been around what's called the Luzon Loop. I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, I'm more of a like southern kind of guy. It's just more dynamic down here for some reason. Yeah, but the most north I'll go before selling my bike and leaving the country is like Manila, Angeles City, and I'll be there for probably maybe, I don't know, could be anything like 6 months. Then I'm going to sell my bike and leave the country. I want to check out Africa. It's best to never tip. If you do, it'll become expected. Yes. Well, look at it this way. I've talked to guys who said that when they tip, the waitresses get excited. It's like, well, look at it this way, okay? You could give free money to anyone on planet Earth. They'll get excited to see you. So it doesn't have to be tipping at a restaurant, okay? Just give money to the guy who cut your hair, to the jeepney guy, to that homeless guy. Just give free money to anybody and they will like you. But what I don't like is I don't want to pay somebody to be my friend. You know what I'm saying? But you can pay me, I'll be your friend. It does work that way. Scotty Boy, I'll buy you a cup of coffee of your choice. Well, does that include like a large, like as big as they get, cafe latte? Because that's what I really desire in the morning. I'm not talking a small cafe latte. I'm talking big. We will see. I'll put it on video. I got a feeling he's going to say, Scotty, that's a little too expensive. I'm going to say, well, you said I could get any coffee I want. We'll see. Since I rejected your offer of coffee the first time we met, did I ask you for coffee and you said no to Scotty Boy? I am not surprised. Sometimes he is a selfish mofo. Bumped into him several times. Hey, Scotty, missing you on Walking Street. Hey, I miss it too. Oh, Adrian's still there. Hey, Walking Street is not Walking Street without Adrian. Mr. Shoutout himself. I'll pay you, Scotty Boy. Okay, it's a deal. I charge 1 peso an hour. Try Trinidad. The babaroonies are hot. Where the hell is Trinidad? Is that Trinidad and Tobago? Is that in the Caribbean? I'd love to go to the Caribbean. Imagine doing island hopping in the Caribbean. But the thing is, it's like in Asia, the reason I can travel to Asia is because you can get hotels for $20, right? But when you go to America and you go to these other places, maybe Trinidad's one of them, you're spending $150 a night, you know? And there is no option to get a cheap place. And a cheap place with cockroaches will be $60, not $20. Yeah, Asia's the way to go if you're a brokey. Scotty, wait till you have breakfast at my place, my famous Steve Eggs. Wow. So I get a free room for 2 nights and a free breakfast. I'm down with this guy. I am down with this guy. Oh, let's see. Wait. Shay, I'll get to you in a sec. Does your memory fail you, Scotty boy? So I offered to buy you a coffee and you said no. I don't remember it, unless it was at Envy's. Was it that time at Envy's? I remember seeing at Envy's. You sat down with me, but I just don't remember offering you a coffee. Hey, where am I? Oh, Shay. Okay. When foreigners tip, of course, you're a friend. No tip, not a friend. Seen it. Careful who you trust. Unfortunately, but true. Yeah. And look, in my opinion, the whole tipping thing has to stop because, look, it just becomes, look what happens in the West. Like my mother was a waitress in Canada in the 60s. And, 1 in 20 people gave her a tip and she appreciated it. But look at it now. It's like, if you don't tip, I'm going to sue you, basically. It just goes in that direction. You got to be very careful with free money. In my opinion, just have it mandatory. Have a mandatory tip. Add it to the price. Yeah. But what I don't like about tipping is the whole, what do you call it? Like the ambiguity of it. Like, how much do I tip you? Like, how much? If I tip you this much, is it okay? But you're not satisfied? Like, I don't know. But I did tip. I'll tell you who I do tip. I tip the guy who changes the oil in my car because he only charges 50 pesos labor, right? And I might have 100 on me. I can't ask the guy for 50 change, he changed my oil, he got his hands dirty for me. I tip the guy who changes my oil. You came flying out of the restaurant on Walking Street. Oh, goddamn. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was before the scary chimp virus. Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay. So then it answers my question. I was wondering if he even remembered our first meeting because I made a video about it. And later on, I asked him if he does remember it. he made some kind of joke and I didn't know if that meant he remembered it or not. Aha. So he does remember Scotty Boy from before the pandemic. Oh, I'm honored. And he did. I have a feeling Lot was out of view. And I have a feeling Lot was saying like this, come on, let's go. Let's see, when Cambodia, I will give you aircon room for a week. Wow, man, thanks. I'll let you know before I get there. Aircon room for a week, wow. Hey, man. An hour, that's a bargain. Here's my money. I finally have me a friend. Hey, man, cool. That is, 5 minutes of a friend. Oh, no. 1 peso, that's 50. Oh, damn, that's not a good thing, eh? I think I just sold 10 years for $5. Hey, sa flip a lot. You don't have to pay me to be your friend, my good man. After you're spending the night with a pretty lady, it's okay to give her a tip. Yeah. Well, that's the women folk. You got to be careful what you say, how you say it, what you do, how you do it. I always tip, especially guards at SM, where I park my motorbike. Oh, wow, that's good, yeah. When you said large, you looked excited. Are you trying to tell us something? Sorry, I lost my focus there. To tell us something. Looked excited when I said large. You then processed to make a stick figure about me when we met. Yes. No offense, my good man. I will delete the video upon request. Yeah, but I did make you pretty handsome looking in that video, I think. 100 pesos going a long way with the guards. 100 pesos, and then they sort of look at your bike, watch your bike. Yeah, that's a good deal. Hey, Walty boy, man. Walty boy. Hey, Walty. Here's for all the great things you showed us over the years. Wow. And more to come, Walt. More to come. Yeah, more small towns. Hot paper. Be well, and may you find your happiness. Thank you for showing us the Philly Willy. Hey, thank you, my good friend. Thank you, my good friend. Hey, I like. Speaking of buying friends, this guy just bought me as a friend. Thank you, the great Walt. In Germany and Australia, the tip is included in the price. That's fair. That's good. Okay, that is good. Price with no tax. So $1 is $1. Oops. Well said. That was a long time ago. Was that a video? No, but you're talking about my mother being a waitress. The point is that at one point, tips were very appreciated and rare, but now it's gotten to this point where, it's the exact opposite. Lift them up, pay the price. That's for anyone. Agree on tipping, Scotty? Yeah, just include it in the price. Philly in the Philippines is in the house. Of course, the famous Philly Willy, and he'll be on a video. He will be on a coming video. That is one of the highlights of me going to Surigao Island, which is on my list. One of those check things. I'm also going to Palawan. In France, tip isn't discouraged as waiters already paid a living wage. Good, okay. Well, look, when I was young, I forgot, 19, I think, I was working at Sleep Country Canada. And I would go into your house, take out your old stinky stained, cum-stained bed, okay? I'd bring in your new bed, set it up for you, take out all the garbage that's connected with that new bed, the plastic and whatnot. And I got tipped like once a week, okay? So like, who do you tip, okay? And then there's someone bringing you a carrot at, a restaurant, dropping it on your table, and he gets $20. Like, I was in the wrong biz, Holmes. Our Vax passports still needed to vote. See, the thing is, okay, you want to tip waitresses? Okay, well, just tip everybody. Tip the cashier when you buy, food at the grocery store. Tip everybody. Why Vax passports still needed to board a ferry? No. No. Unless you're Steve and you're actually getting something. Like, you pay them. It sort of separates you from everyone else. Like, they're going to keep an extra, and he's got an expensive bike too. Right, so wave me to the parking place. Yep. Yes. See, that is good. That is actually a good idea. Tipping does play a role. There are good tips and brainless tips. That is a good tip. Palawan is very nice. I did a week in El Nido. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll be spending time there. There's only one road going through Palawan, and then I got to do a U-turn and do the same road back. I wish there was like two roads on either side of the coast. But, I got to cross Palawan off my list. Scott, have you found an editor yet in the BH? No, I just edit myself. Not that expensive, and you can drop more vlogs. That is very true. The problem is I got a certain way that I edit. But what I'm going to do in the future, like the thing is, if he edits and sends it back to me, I'm still going to have to edit it, right? Because he won't do it my style, the way that I like it. But what I'm going to do is, instead of having the camera on so much, I'm going to be more selective of when I put on the camera, so that when I download everything to the computer and start editing, there's going to be less footage that I have to edit. That's going to be my new thing. Are you there in Plaridel Courts in Philly? Are there any Padel courts? I don't know. When we go to the SM Mall food court area, the server and cleanup crew always find a nice table for us. Hey, there we go. These are good tips. There's some people, you tip them, but they're tipped all the time. And they just forget about you. If your country is POV to set minimum wage, then why I need to tip? I always tip after my massage. Very good, very good. But why tip? I mean, if he charges a certain amount, why not pay that certain amount? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you're tipping the massage guy, but do you tip the woman, the cashier at the grocery store? Yes or no? Why is it okay to tip this guy, but it's sort of the norm to not tip that person? But they're both helping you. They're both playing an important role in your life. Make minimum wage and the government tax them 8% on their total food. Any tips are intended to cover the tax and a little extra. Okay. But I'm saying if you tip a waitress, tip everybody. That's what I'm saying. Russia initiates bomber run. All of Ukraine now under air raid control. Hey, look at this. Very handsome guy there. I don't know who this is. I guess he's watching on his phone. Okay, good. Russia's in control. Okay. I don't know exactly what that war is about, but I don't really care. You know, the way I see it, you can't care about the world's problems. You know what I'm saying? So just pick your battles. You know, all I care about is getting to Dippy Dip safely. You know. Well, first time I cut a live from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hello, JR. Bombers reportedly armed with ballistic missiles. Okay, I guess that's a big missile. Let's see. Some restaurants in Australia attempt to judge. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because then you know, and if you don't want to tip, you don't go to that restaurant. And if you don't mind, you go to that restaurant. But it's the ambiguity that I don't like. And you tell a tip, you tip. Is that a proper tip? Well, I mean, most people don't send that. That's cool. Tips for a happy ending. When you go to Chagall, start an ice cream stand and call it Scotty's Creamery, Island Barbie, I believe, is no longer there. Okay. Hope I can find maybe I'll meet like a hot babe in Chagall and just spend the rest of my life there. I mean, I know a guy, he went to Chagall. Well, he was living in Chagall. He got a girl pregnant from a one-nighter, and now, he's spending his life there in Chagall. But he got she was like 30-something. Why not get a hot pepperoni, Tipping in the USA got out of control, but having a person serve you is authentical to ethos. So it does not go away. YouTubers are digital panhandlers. Well, if you ask people for money, it's no different than begging. But I would never do that. I don't do a live stream for money. I do a live stream. I guess I don't know. I like interacting with peeps. I don't know. Hey, Brain. I think he means Brian. I like to give the tip, just a tip. Okay, very good. You can give just a tip. Nobody else gets charged taxes on their food sales, but waitresses charged on their tax. I don't know what that means, but I do believe in America there's a different system with waitresses. Give them incentive investment tips. Yeah, buy Bitcoin. That's my tip. I want money. Well, it doesn't say give money. It just says tip. Took me a while to figure out how to tip, but it pays dividends once you understand. Hey, that is pretty smart. That is pretty smart. You've opened my mind. I like that. The only person I tip is, wow, Brad, what a kind guy you are. I tip just the tip. Very good, very good. Well, I'm actually at the bottom, but I did skip several. But I'll sit back here and wait for another comment. Until then, I'll check out the hot babe Rooney running across the streets. I think she's getting change. I always tip the waiter. Okay, very good. My only request is for them to leave me alone while I eat. Yeah. I went to a restaurant last night with some hot babe Rooney, and it was owned by an Australian guy. And I'm looking at the menu. The Australian guy comes up. He's talking about the ocean for 8 minutes, babbling away. I'm saying, oh, really? Oh, yeah, like this, right? And I didn't even have to look at the menu. Then he goes away, and the waitress who was standing right here comes right up to us and says, would you like to order? It's like, well, the guy was babbling away for 10 minutes. I didn't have time to look at the menu. Like, isn't this obvious to you? You were standing right there. Didn't you see my eyes on him, not on the menu? Anyway, not to make a big deal about it or anything. This guy is speaking my language. Might go to the Great Henry's. They have good German beer there. Good on you, Scotty. Love eating, you answer me. Oh, hearing you answer me. Fraserman, no problemo. The pleasure was all mine. Mike guy was made about beggars once. The Mike guy. I said, kind of like YouTubers asking for paid members. He got after offended. Which Mike guy are you talking about? Scotty boy doesn't need a drone. No, sir. No, actually, a drone would be good. I just don't want to use it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be good if I had like a sidekick, like a hot baby Rooney on the back, and she could edit and she could fly the drone. That would be pretty cool. The perfect sidekick. Digital panelers, that's hilarious and so true. Yeah. Well, anyone who's asking for money, like that Mac guy in Pattaya, he's always asking for like super chats. Hey, I would never ask. I don't do this for super chats. Do you use Filmora to your edit? Let me tell you about Filmora, man. I got the lifetime membership, and it's gotten worse and worse ever since. It's like every update, it's like they take features away, and now they make you pay for it. I freaking hate Filmora. Now I'm going to CapCut. Casablanca restaurant is great. That is true. That is true. That's probably my favorite restaurant. Better than Why Not is Casablanca. Good prices, good food, good ambiance, good service. Yes, Casablanca is good. And I'm guilty of tipping when I go to Casablanca. USA waitress get paid less than minimum wage because tip is expected. Yeah, but it got that way because everybody was tipping. If it kept the way it was in the 60s, they would be getting maybe a living wage right now. Lift them up, pay the price. It goes for everybody. It screws up everybody. Let people stand on their own 2 feet. If you want to be a server, don't expect the same salary as a nurse. I remember I had I knew a girl a long time ago in Canada. She was a waitress, okay? So this was like, how long ago? 2013. Anyway, I said to her, she's a waitress. How do you like being a waitress? And you know what her answer was to me? She says, the tips are good. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, oh really? When people hand over free money to you, that's good? Oh, what a shocker. Like, you can't say that about any other job. Oh, the tips are good. Well, how about those construction worker? They built your house. Are you tipping that guy? No. Are you tipping your mechanic? No. Are you tipping the cashier at the? No. Why are we just tipping these people? And you're a Nazi if you don't tip. It's because we've been brainwashed. It's actually illegal to get figures in the money in the Philippines. Yes, that's why I don't like to do it on camera. My best video was like 2 million views with that girl. I gave her and her friend 1,000 pesos each, but I didn't do it on video because I was afraid of, someone reporting me or. But the thing is, you could leave it on a table and just say you lost it there, and then they could go and pick it up, and then you're not technically giving it to them. It fell out of your pocket and they stole it. That's better. Being a Canadian, what are your thoughts on Tim Hortons coffee? Sing Hortons, I won't go there. I don't support that crap. I had a business lunch with a millionaire and he left a quarter. I looked at him funny. He said, we are eating at a buffet. All I am tipping is on the tea. Wow. Okay. Scotty ladies, no, they have legs and a chest. And what guys like that? And that guys like that, yes. Ladies, legs and a chest. Let's see, I'm creating music videos and a superhero series. I'm using CapCut too. Are you doing the paid version? Do you pay for it or do you use the free one? I worked at tips in a restaurant when I was 20s. I'm never tired in my 60s, but I still remember how unfair it was. The baby Roonies always got, oh, wow, okay. That's interesting. What, do you have a channel or something, Steve? I want to watch your episode 1. I have no idea what it's about. Tipping is better than will work for food. Instead of will work for food, oh yeah, those guys, that's the thing with a homeless guy. Like, you can't apply for jobs if you're homeless because you can't afford, you can't afford the clothes and whatnot. The problem is you just don't get homeless to begin with. But if you're there, right? Shay, thank you. One of my original thoughts. Oh, there it's okay. There it's okay. Yeah, I thought you meant in Canada. Bad argument, Scotty. Which one? This is why I want to keep up with the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because then he says bad argument, Scotty, but I forgot what I was saying. Let me skip down to the bottom there. I didn't tip the guy who built my house, who came when I have problems, but I give them bonuses and help out if they need an advance. Pretty fair, pretty fair. Waitress, bartenders in Canada and the United States make big money, especially if they are females. A waitress, waiters, they should not make more than minimum wage. I mean, their job is not talented. It's no different than, working at a warehouse. You need half a brain, you don't need more than that. These warehouse workers aren't getting tipped. I drink my brewed coffee at home black. Really, what bean do you use? But I do like the brewed at a French baker the French bakery, cream and brown sugar. Okay. Yeah, there are some healthy sugars you can get. Watch Penn State and Oregon and listening to you. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Americans love football. I never got a tip. Never in my life worked where I got tipped. Exactly. It's the whole expected. Like you're expecting a tip. And then the ambiguity. How much are you expecting? I don't like that. Tell us the most recent They Don't Care episode. I can't remember if I said it or not, but the people who park on the side of the road when there's already not enough space, and they can't just park 20 yards up the road where there's more place to pull over. They got to pull over right in the place where they're going into. So they're on the road, basically. They've pulled over an entire 30 inches, right? And then they put on their very important flasher lights. And then, they're right there next to the house where they want to go. So it's convenient for them. Then there's a big lineup behind them because these guys now have to wait for these guys to all pass before they can go around. Yeah, but I don't want to complain, but I mean, come on. You don't have to be so selfish. Surfers just hung around and chat, so why tip? A lot of women who waitress and bartend make over 50 an hour, sometimes over 100. Yeah, I know. Yeah. They make more than a nurse. Well, a nurse in Canada anyway. Much of the brain to take to do YouTube, Scotty boy. Well, a live stream, not much. Well, let me ask you this question, okay? Dini boy, I could serve food, okay? I could do YouTube. Okay, but let me ask you, Dini, could you do YouTube? Okay, let me ask you that. Could you travel around the Philippines doing YouTube? Let me ask you that. But you could serve food to someone, right? It is possible he's not even being sarcastic. Maybe it's a genuine question. When I used to do security at nightclubs, I'm surprised. I mean, this guy's a freaking teddy bear. He did security. Freaking 12 an hour. The brands were against 70. I was literally having to fight people. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the thing. It's ingrained in who we tip and who we don't tip. Let's see. Are you still traveling with one big bag, my friend? Yes. I bought one of those bags from Shopee. It's like the hockey bag, lacrosse bag, football, whatever. When you got all the equipment, you have to put it in one of those huge bags. I got one of those huge bags because I got sick of squeezing everything in my backpack. Now I got way too much room. They don't care. They don't care. I prefer tipping system over just paying more for my meal. Server sucks. Small or no tip. Cook or yeah, that's the thing. Like if they're just they know they're going to get a tip, they won't even bother giving good service. But the way I see it is like this: you give good service to the customer, and they're going to come back, and then you can keep your job. If you give bad service, they don't come back, and then you have no job. I like people being humbles bumbles. Wait, you are wearing a long sleeve black shirt in the Philippines? Yep. I'm a long sleeve kind of guy. It's my style. Long sleeve and pull it up. We call the flashers park anytime lights. Very good. Very good. Scotty, free editor, DaVinci Revolve. Is it free? Hey, Dean, how much brain does it take to watch someone live stream? In many red states, farm workers and service people get sub-minimum wage on the farm, but then don't they get free room and board? I don't know. I'm just asking. Because they do that in the Philippines. They'll pay less than minimum wage, and they'll say, we're giving you free accommodations. So you got to pay for that accommodations. But then if it should be 1,000 pesos a month, they charge you 4,000 pesos a month for it. And I know that from 2 waitresses I met in the Polag. And these waitresses, they both had boyfriends. Yes, I asked them. And they said, we were talking on Messenger. One of them said, I don't know why they don't give us money. That's what they said about their boyfriends. Well, they aren't making any freaking money. You want to date okay, I won't say it, but here's Scotty Boy. You don't want Scotty Boy, Mr. Big Bucks. You want to date that guy, right? And then complain he's not giving you any money. Well, no shit. He can barely pay his own rent. Let's see here. Lot was smart. Lot was smart. She got a foreigner. Let's see. Wait staff are the directors of first impression. There it is, and people come back over and over. Yeah. So then pay them more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if someone's important to a company, you pay that person more. Except when tips are involved, and then it fucks up the free market. They got these guys. Let me show you. Can you see that guy moving the bike? Okay. So you got to tip these guys, and it's not much, but I don't like it because they put their hand on their handlebars, but these guys are not hygienic people. Like I've seen them, and then they put their hand on. Like I don't want these guys touching my freaking bike, Now he's touching mine, not necessary, sir. How bad are the mosquitoes in the Philly Willy? Not that bad. Maybe if it's flooding in Manila, but like where I am, like I never see mosquitoes. Sorry guys, I'm gonna skip to the bottom again. Promise it won't happen again. In addition to my son now 32, never got a tip. We teach martial arts sometimes, private lessons. Never thought about begging for a tip, yeah. But nowadays, every business has a tip jar in front. I know. Yeah, they always got that tip jar. A friend from around Duma said that some restaurants steal their tips when they get them. I'm not surprised about that. Not surprised. Because a lot of like a restaurant owner, they're barely paying it. So they're saying, wait, I need that tips before you do. And Jojo had the girlfriend in the first month. He just didn't know her on camera except for a waterfall tour. Late, but it's curious why the generals are meeting. Yes, especially since the U.S. is forward deploying assets. Ooh, shit, man, that's scary. I am. Kind of worried about the future of the world. Hot women get the red carpet treatment in life, and tipping exasperates it. Yes, 100%. I don't need no man. Well, that's good, but you lift yourself up, like if a girl is a nurse, she makes good money. I respect that, okay? But it's these girls who rely on, outside the free markets, and then they don't need no man. But they couldn't even lift themselves up. Unlike the great Shay, she lifted herself up. Good morning, hello, Smurfy boy. About 30 years ago, tipping was, yes, and it keeps going up, right? Do you tip the waiter at McDonald's? Let's just go freaking balls to the walls there with tipping. Nope. I only tip my waitress at a restaurant. Well, why? Where is this rule? Even at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, they ask for a tip. Damn, man. God, people are going nuts, man. Well, they're getting tipped. Why aren't I getting tipped? Don't tip on your credit card. Give the money to the server. Of course. Give $1,000. I went to a bar in Makati. They refused to serve us, so I walked out. I wonder why. James, are you cheap? Are you cheap? Well, are you cheap? Or do you just tip everybody in sight? You can't not tip the United States anymore, no matter how bad the service is. Yes, exactly. It's like almost a law now. Scotty, we'll catch the rest of the live at the airport tonight. Okay, man. Gonna find some food at one of those stalls. Damn it, man. Oh, shit. I can't believe it. My last chance to go to Valencia Market, and I just forgot. Totally forgot. Woke up this morning, wasn't even on my mind. They use Tabo to clean their, yes, that is true. And touch your bike. Yeah, that's why at 7-Eleven, I won't let them, because they always want to use their hand to touch where my mouth is going on the beer bottle, or the bottle or the can, right? I always hold it myself, and where they have to scan, I point that to them. Yeah, because I don't know what the hell this guy's hand was 30 minutes ago. Taking a whiz or something. Started a YouTube channel a few years ago while in Pasay. How long were you in Pasay? I'm just curious. Seeing all the haters you and others face, I stopped making videos. Now work on the music video superhero series for a new channel. Are you doing animation? Isn't that hard? Doesn't that take a long time to make one, like even 1 minute? Like I know from the stick figure things. His podcast, The Tipping Point, are they talking about tips? Only tip for a Thai massage? Okay. CapCut is free, but I pay $8.40 a month for added features. Okay, so I can even use it. Okay. I think this guy's watching the live stream right there. Yes, there he is. Up to no good as usual. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who he is. $10 bill you handed them. Adios. Yes. Whoa, he's got a hot pepperoni with him. Very nice. No, Tim has blocked everybody in the Philippines ever since he left. Yeah, because I had him on WhatsApp, and what happened was he hasn't even checked my last message, so he's gotten rid of everything. I do it on Remitly. I use Remitly, so it converts by itself. I send it straight to Gcash. Or backup is using an ATM card. But I have this phobia of the machine eating my ATM card. Is a way to keep the cost down? Yes, that's true. Not making enough tips. You must work harder. Oh, yeah. Did you see the tipping discussion at Reservoir Dogs? I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this a YouTube channel? Yeah, the viewers are going down. The channel is dying. We're at 275 right now. Pretty soon we're going to be at 0. Have you spoke to Tim K? No updates, except I watch Chrissy K channel. And on the Chrissy K channel, sometimes the big man makes an appearance. Oh. How long did you say you are staying in Sir Dipsalot? It could be 1 week. Could be 6 months. Could be the rest of my life if I happen to get married there. If I marry a local Dipillion, I'm just wondering what a local would be called there in Dipolog. Dipillion, I think. The Dipillion people. You're worried about the person touching your bottle, but imagine all the people who did before that. Yeah. Wipe that sucker, man. Wipe that sucker. That's about the best thing you can do, but yeah. How many people took a piss and then put their hand all over that bottle tip where you're putting your mouth? Not good. Many places the service charge, like on a cruise ship, goes to the megacorp, not the workers like you think. Yeah. I should rename this. Something with tipping. I don't know. Scotty boy, have you sold all your stuff in an apartment or just giving it away? I sold everything except the bedside table next to me because that was, I think it was only 400 pesos. So if I'm going to sell it, like 200 pesos, okay. But then what? I have to meet someone at my house when I'm all the way across town because, like the Filipinos, I don't know, they never tell you, I'll be there in 10 minutes. You know, they never do this. It's always like, hey, I'm in front of your house. Where are you? It's like, well, why didn't you tell me 10 minutes ago? It doesn't matter if they're a delivery guy or someone just buying some used stuff. They never tell you when they're on their way. Stop tipping everywhere you go. I agree. Unless it's a strategic tip. That should be a new term in the Webster's dictionary. Strategic tipping. When you're actually getting something for this money. Or call it Steve tipping. That's why I don't eat street food. They touch everything. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if they touch it or not. You're going to be dead anyway with that oil they use for all that food. Do you still get a Canadian pension in the future? No, and I've talked about this before. I'm basically screwed, you know, when I'm older. I'm going to be one of these homeless guys lying in front of Philly's bar, and I'm going to rely on people walking by, throwing some pesos on me. Hey, aren't you? Didn't you used to be Scotty Boy, that YouTuber? Oh, here's 10 pesos. Thank you, sir. You know, now I can buy some socks. And I'll be like Steven, basically. I'll be the new Steven. Yeah, by the time I'm homeless, Steven will be dead, and I'm going to be the new Steven. That's why I don't eat street food. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed, Paolo. When you visit me, I'll show you how to use CapCut to make a music video in my superhero series. I use my own original. Okay. You create. Okay, interesting. That's cool. Where are you off to, Scotty Boy? Well, the locals are called local Depillions, and the city itself is called Dipolog. And the nickname in Webster's dictionary is the dippiest of dips. Do you ever tip the guy in the fancy bathroom? Maybe if I don't have to pay to go in there, but usually you pay money to go in the fancy bathrooms. So he'll be getting a salary from them. Scotty guy, king of the road. How is the tipping culture in the Philippines? I went for a haircut. It's less than America, for sure. Felt the barber wanted a tip. Maybe they expected foreigners. Well, the way I see it is I'll tip 100. Maybe if I'm impressed, I'll give him a 200. Like, okay, the last haircut I got was, it was 80 pesos, and I always gave him 100. But since I'm going to the Polog and it's my last haircut, I gave him 200. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Late Lisa. AI and Mush Robots are going to save the world. Let's go to Cyberpunk. Hey, while you're making money on YouTube, what are you trying to say? Why Africa? I've been there for work. The locals are mostly lovely. I've just heard good things from people, and it's sort of on my mind. And the way my brain works is that if something's on my mind, I can't get it out until I do it. And so that's the main reason I want to go to Africa, is just get it out of my system. 1 month, Kenya. 1 month, what's it called? Madagascar. And why? Because both those places were recommended. I'll be going there with my buddy Cali Boy. La Union has no interest. No interest, province life? La Union? Nah, I'm not really, the furthest I'll go is, I mean, I've been to La Union, but I didn't really, not that I spent much time there, but no, I didn't really grab me, no. Let's see, I give the barber 100 pesos tip, very good, very good. Yeah, because that kind of thing, it's like, if it's like he's 100, so he charges 100 and you give him 200. I mean, the thing is, if you do compare it, we shouldn't compare, but if you do compare it, it's $4, and it's still so cheap. That's the way I see it. But I think we're going through a system reset, like a planet system reset. I don't know.
I don't trust my money anywhere. State of Africa and the Middle East. Yeah, well, somebody says it's great. Somebody says don't go there. So, who do you listen to? When you eventually get married and settle down, you can open a homeless dog shelter. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, there's a lot of street dogs, and if you just feed the street dogs, but you keep them over there, then you can go away anytime, and they know how to fend for themselves. But I don't want to have a bunch of dogs, and then I die, or I have to leave the country, and then what do I do with all of these dogs? You know, that's my big fear. But yeah, I'll definitely get dogs. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're saying if I marry and settle down. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely get dogs, 100%. And I'll probably just adopt dogs in my area. I won't actually buy dogs. Are you taking your baby Rooney with you, or is that serious? Well, I mean, she's got a job here. When do you plan going to Palawan? Well, I'm going to be doing like through Mindanao, and then Surigao, and then Leyte, and then Cebu, Negros, Panay, Mindoro, and then Mindoro, I'm going to get a ferry to Palawan. Because that's the shortest. I hate long ferry rides, but that's the shortest ferry ride to Palawan is from Mindoro. Hey guys, I think I'm going to end. I'm very bald. The barber still charges the same. Oh, but he goes like this, right? Zoom. Guys, I think I'm going to end the old stream here, guys. I'm losing it. Okay, guys, I'll check you out. Next video, I'll be in the dippiest of dips. And the video will pump out. Yeah, this and that.